All right. This should be working. Welcome. Welcome back, everyone. For whoever, I honestly do not know who's going to come to this, but we have the whole gang is here, and we are going to continue ranking the sheet here, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we've been tasting some more burrs across these past few days, and we basically need to rebalance the numbers in some sort of way. So yeah, that's just literally what we're gonna do. Feel free to ask us anything if you so choose to. You want to hear someone's opinion on something. But last time. The past few days, we've been kind of going through this, and we've been separating out all the different numbers based on burr size and burr type. And now we can go and look at the numbers again, and we can add like a ton of other things. And we also have certain burr sets that we have not tasted, or I mean, like, not everyone here has tasted. Okay, all right. Anyway, that is what we are doing. All right, so how do we want to do this, guys? Do we want to like go from hands? Let's start from bigger to smaller. I think that'll be fun.
Right, but what are we rebalancing in terms of?
I think we need to look at some of like the numbers again in here, because I feel like we ranked some things too high.
We did rank them in the context of within its own category.
Yeah, like that's very clear for the hand grinder stuff, but I feel like we need to add some more stuff on like presentation and comments. So I don't fully. So I also forgot to do 120 mil SSP. So I don't know if TR wants to add any thoughts on 120 SSP. I just think it's like 98 HU plus.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, I think that I agree.
So it's just like
slower than something like Digit KR.
I mean, there's like, wait, we gotta be clear. There's like multiple 120s. Like we need to. It's the one that's in the molar.
Yeah. Which is like what 80 to 400 RPM versus the KR, which is 1200 RPM.
Yeah. But the main thing is there's different geometry on 120, right?
All right. So how do we want?
HU-ish. I am not a fan.
So what do we think? Like, I think this is a very high clarity burr set. I think this is like a 5 on clarity. Oh, also TR, everything is 1 to 5, and we just basically have different categories: body, texture, clarity, espresso, filter. Like, how good is it at this thing? And then presentation and any thoughts.
4.
4, okay. 4 on clarity. Espresso also, like,
It wasn't an espresso burr. I thought it was terrible over filter.
yeah, it's more of an espresso burr. It's like 2. The texture on this felt too similar to 98, I feel. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't that high at body.
Yeah, I think like 2. And these are like pretty unforgiving.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with espresso is none of us made that much espresso on it because, like, the problem was with the slow RPM made it not great. Like the molar was kind of designed. Yeah, the grinder was really designed for pour, right? Pour.
Yeah. So I think that's like that, and then we've been recently tasting a lot of the 102 meat, or like we had 2 days of tasting the 102 Mizens. I think these are like 3. I think this is much better at espresso, and then I think this is like just very safe across the board. I wanted to rank it higher. But I think this is fair. Like threes across the board. 2 safe in filter.
Too safe.
Well, like it was like 9 out of 10.
Clarity is defined by flavor intensity, flavor separation, because it separates flavors. It's just not punchy yet.
Yeah, okay, fine. 4.
Maybe it's like not as intensely clear, but it's still clear.
Yeah. I thought the espresso characteristics were really unique. In the sense of like really a lot of retro nasal effect. Like this is just like a burr that I thought was too normal in filter. Like it didn't wow me in any sort of way, but on espresso and today I've been pulling more like longer ratios. It makes it, they kind of like opened up.
I'm definitely on. I'm also speaking for the 98 Mizens.
I think these are. Oh god, where did we put 98 Mizzen? Yeah, actually our numbers are pretty close for 98 Mizens.
And this is the thing, right? Where like, if there is a slight difference, is that a full number down? Is that a 20% down?
I mean, we could do 0.5s. I don't want to do 0.5s though.
That is the same thing as a 10 scale.
Yeah. So I actually think these are
greater buckets. I would keep them at the same number if you're going on a 5-point scale.
Yeah.
Because the qualities are things you have to explain via words.
Okay. Hold on. I think I need to get some headphones because there might be some sort of echoing going on. Yeah, one sec.
I'm not monitoring the.
Yeah, I gotta look at the chat. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. I'm getting some headphones.
In the meantime, I am reinstalling the 98 Mizens out yesterday, putting back in 98 brews. Weirdly does Pro. I bought them because I thought they weren't going to use Pro. So I just 98 brews. Definitely no. It was like what, 2 bar pressure? 3 bar pressure?
Alright. Got these. So now I can turn the volume up and hear you guys, and people will not complain about echo. Let me see. Okay, there we go. All right, let me see if you can hear. It says 98 millimeter HU burrs level 10 espresso. Yeah, sure. They're like 120 feel very similar to 98. So, give or take that. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let me make sure. I always am never sure if the stream is fully running because I'm doing it on the laptop. Molar Z equals greatest of all time, says Brandon.
He's not wrong.
Hold it.
Why'd you get rid of it then?
Well, also, I guess like the grinder being good is different from the burrs.
Yeah, we're talking burrs right now, and then we'll do like grinders.
Yeah, that's why you said the Molar Z is greatest of all time.
Oh yeah, not the 120 SSP. Lol, it was a depreciating asset. Oh. I need to like one day put the chat in the stream also, but that's too much work. Okay, all right. So I guess let's work our way back on the burrs real quick, and let's just see like did we miss any burrs out of these, and then we can go ahead and double check the numbers, and then we can start looking at actual grinders. I think that'd be fun.
Is 98 ULF because DR is here and we don't have experience with that thing.
Oh yeah, what do you think about 98 ULF?
We'll gloss over the fact that they're one.
Wait, who else has tried it?
None of us. None of us, except for you.
Oh God.
This is your responsibility now.
Okay, wait. Let me see what other people have. What you rated these other things?
Yeah. Okay, so look at the numbers and see if we are crazy with the numbers, because we
Okay.
do need to rebalance numbers. Oh, I also can see.
Are these all of the 98s?
Yes, these should be all of the 98s that we. I mean, they're
Oh,
going
I
to be
see.
like random 98 not Mazers, but like EK burrs. But I think these are pretty straightforward.
Okay. I think okay, if we go by this uh I think that it's very similar to the 2015 B.
Oh no!
Wait, so that's bad. B for bad, right?
Yeah.
In terms of like numbers, I mean.
Okay.
So it's bad.
So it's bad. B for bad.
I think that it's quite similar to that for especially for like, you know, Robert's taste is bad for him, right?
Because B is bad. It's like tons of texture, like low
I
clarity.
think maybe no, I think it's like 3 for clarity. It's like it's probably I guess it's closer to SPP in that
Okay.
sense actually.
Which is
Yeah.
still a lower clarity burr in the 98 world.
Exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 4243. Yeah, for the filter. Yeah, if SPP is like 3, then it's similar to that. Yeah.
Okay. And this is a very forgiving burr.
Yeah, right.
Should I just say blendy, kind of boring?
But what makes like what do you call it? SPP or like some of these other ones not safe? How do we define that?
Numerically.
Yeah, we can just add like comments because like I think what we want to eventually do is like give it an S through F ranking, just like a general. Hey, is this good? Do we like it?
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, okay, that's fine. I think that's
But I
reasonable.
just wanted to get some of the numbers and some of like the comments through.
Yeah, that's reasonable then.
Hella cheap. Yeah. So okay. Does anyone remember post 2015 SSP?
No one's ever really tried
No,
it.
doesn't Robert have these?
Oh, mine are pre 2015 SSPs.
Who
Okay.
has them? I thought. Oh, maybe not between us then.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have this burr set. Then let me delete it off the list. I'm just like, what are we missing? Oh, also, do you agree with our 98 SSP brew Titus coating? We decided to make it its own line. So
Yeah, I
86?
agree. I mean, yeah, like like for espresso, you can pull turbos, but not like cannot do 9 bars. I'd say that's right.
Okay. All right. And then do you have any specific things that you've noticed between blind and not blind HUs? I feel like
I
they're still
never
pretty
A/B
similar.
I never A/B tested them in the same grinder.
Okay.
I put the because I had them in the P100, right? The non-blinds, and then the blind I had them in the LCU, so they were different. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have to say the ULF is also blind, like LCU.
Okay.
Fine. I am vacuuming out the P100 yesterday with the mittens, which were clean when I brought it over, but it is quite messy inside of here.
Oh,
now.
really? Damn. I was
Oh,
going to
actually-
ask about that for the 64mm. Well, we've never tasted 64 blind because none of us have Zerno, right?
Zero's only one.
White hot.
Oh, I should have asked Robert to borrow his the shark thing again.
Oh yeah, we
The
have
weird-
98 Sharks. I haven't installed it.
I was gonna install it into Nautilus, but I got busy.
The screws are so tiny though, so I don't know if it would fit.
Yeah, well, what if I asked Mr. no, what do you call it, Titus?
Ask Frank. Are there any random conicals that we're missing here? Like 63, 68, 71, 71, 83,
That we
83.
figured.
Is the Bazzer covered, like the ones in the MC, the old MCs covered here?
Oh, yes.
Not the conical.
Technically, this is like the 163C.
Yeah, that's the one I've used, right?
Or
Because I used to have
one-
MC3.
Yeah. Or what? This is like the same burr that's in the Helor, the MC3,
Oh, sure.
MC4. Because like technically, you could say, oh well, what does the MC4 taste like? Because it has that little cone pancake breaker. But I think that's too. I'm not gonna go that deep on this.
Well, that one has like a different burr on top of it.
Yeah.
Different. Now we're going to grinders again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can go into grinders after this. So I'm gonna stream for like an hour and see. Oh,
Looking at the back,
54.
I don't think there's anything we haven't covered. 54.
54. Do
Ceramic.
you remember 54 ceramic? I don't.
Who
remember.
has
I don't
that?
know.
Espresso only burr. It's
Okay.
high body. It's a niche.
Oh,
Is that
lame.
which grinder uses that?
Vario.
Oh wait, I had a Waria, but mine was steel.
Yeah. The stock is ceramics. So the 5 on texture, 1 on clarity, 4 for espresso, 5 espresso. Into the niche.
Mhm. Why take out sweetness? Clarity, sweetness, and body are the main components. Let's see. What was our reasoning again? It was like if you talk
I
about
just don't agree with it.
yeah, like sweetness is super hard to. I think it's a little harder to rank.
Yeah.
These are
And frankly, the audience is the people here are less prioritized on that factor. We are not the right people to talk to about that.
yeah. We can add some notes on like in comments on do we think this is sweet or not, but generally speaking, these are the things that we mostly care about nowadays. So it's there. Did any of us taste 64 Misen? I feel like we
Right
have.
here. I have
Whereas-
the one before they're sandblasted. There's a pre and post revision for them.
What do you think? Oh, god damn it. Okay, all right. Well, what do you think about them?
They are more or less numerically in that there's a 20-point swing out of 100. They're the same as SSP Cast. Like they don't have that signature. So you can think of it as a hybrid of Cast and that 98 Misen, where it is a neutral presentation. So it's one of the more neutral ones on 64 platform.
Mhm.
It's an all-rounder, but it's not the sharpest at anything and doesn't have the sharp characteristic.
Okay.
I
So
think it's an
yeah, then I
all-round-
would just do like 3s across the board because if they're anywhere similar to 98 or 102, then they're just pretty normal.
Yeah, that invites us to revisit what SSP 64 cast we put down because it should be adjacent.
Yeah. So I think I feel
agree.
like 64 cast is probably higher clarity, but
Wait, but shouldn't V1 and V2 have different espresso scores?
yes.
If V1 cannot do Spro, like it should be terrible at Spro.
And it's like, what grinder are you going to put it in issue? Is it a Super Jolly NDS64 or is it a P64 and an Ode?
Oh yeah. Okay. So this is like a 1 at espresso. Can't do espresso because the outfalls were too big. Plus, also, oh my god, and like very weird compatibility.
With a Super Jolly and a DS64, the Cast V1 can do espresso just at the very edges. I can do 9 bar DS64 and the Super Jolly for which the V1 was designed. It does not do that on an Ode or a B64.
Okay. 64 brew, I think. I mean, I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, the only one that I think we might need to change, or the only ones that I think we might need to change are Bentwood, Gen 2, and Gen 1 Ode. I think Bentwood, these are my numbers for Bentwood, and I don't know if anyone is.
I would downgrade the body to a 4.
4? Okay. That's fair. I think this is a 3 in clarity.
Yep.
I think these are amazing. I think these are amazing bursts for espresso.
They are amazing for espresso.
Filter, I want to downgrade filter by 1.
0 4. I will take a 3 or 4.
Yeah, I want to downgrade that by 1.
Okay, if you're saying the Measons and the cast are 3s, then this follows suit.
Okay, we need to downgrade. I need to downgrade all of these Ode scores. They're too high. I also need to downgrade this because I think the Measons and the cast, like these all feel to me about as forgiving. And then Gen 2, really good value. Can't do espresso. I actually need to up that, lower that. They're about the same. Like I'm not going to give
numbers on flavor are the same. Like I do not believe that the minute geometry differences constitutes a numeric difference, especially 20 points.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Usability that might suffer.
Oh, is this? I guess yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, Measons, MPs. MPs are weird to rank. I think
MPs are a 5 on clarity. Yeah. 2 on texture. Sure, I'll take that.
I think they're good on espresso.
People, different recipes, different water, different beans will swing 2 points on espresso versus filter. Strong opinions in all directions, and it's like because it's so unforgiving.
Sharp SSP characteristics. Our cast scores I think are completely fine. 64 brew I think is completely fine. It should basically mirror MPs, but I think 64 brews are a little stronger at filter than MPs. V1s. They just kind of they're kind of weird. Time More 64S. I'm lowering the espresso score.
Texture, yeah, I would drop that. I don't even think it's a 5 for espresso. It's not like
I need to lower the score. They're they're just normal. It's like it's super normal. So I don't really have
an absolute performer on a 5, or if it's like relatively for a sub 500 grinder, it's amazing.
Where is Versalab M3? Asks Brandon.
Bring it over. You have
I don't think he still has it. I never got to try it. You're gonna put a link to view the spreadsheet eventually. Interesting. How do you contrast the SSP Cast and Misons? Brandon says mine doesn't work.
Wait, what about cast and mesons?
Okay, how do you contrast the SSP Cast and Misons with a conical hand grinder like the C40?
Which cast and mesons? 64 or 98?
64. 64 98. I'm going to assume 64 because NN has asked about 64 before. So
I think they're in the same neighborhood of like hovering through strong threes, some touching fours in some categories.
Did any of us try DLC DF or Gen 2 DF? No, okay, we're deleting that.
No.
Unless Espresso will send you a Gen 2.
No, he asked me and I was like,
Yeah.
not interested.
No.
64 time more, it's on the way, or it's here. We need to try that out. I think we need to really bump down the Mazda 33Ms. Or like, well, are these too high? These feel too high.
Why? Like, why do you think they're too high?
I think the espresso score is too high.
The espresso score is way too high.
Yeah, I think the espresso score is too high.
Wait, I think it's fine for espresso.
4, okay.
Wait, it makes jam. You don't like jam?
Makes chocolate jam.
Steve Reinhardt is forced to use them, and
Steve.
No.
Yeah, well, it would be bad if Steve Reinhardt wasn't using a grinder that, this grinder.
He's got it.
Super safe. 6 for Mizan, yep, 3s across the board. What the hell are these again? The espresso version of the. Do you have these? Does anyone have these?
No.
Yes.
Wait, what is that?
That's the espresso versions of the Mizens.
Oh.
They're like 64 HUs. They just came out like some weeks back.
All right, I might brew some coffee in a sec. Okay, Idle Mills.
I don't want to talk about those.
Also makes chocolate jam. Just
So
they're-
relative to what's the other one? Mazers. The most important comparison is to the Mazers, right?
Mhm.
Among top rows, which is better.
Are the Bentwood burrs weird, or would they work in any other 64 millimeter grinder? Like, is there no? Bentwoods are 63 millimeters, so
You can't even buy those burrs,
you can't
right?
even buy them. They're also blind.
Oh, right, that's right.
Yeah,
We
they're
would
blind.
love it to be reproduced in a compatible.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon answered already. Cool. Okay, so are 64HU really that bad for clarity? I'm surprised I didn't think I was missing so much.
What did you rate it?
I
2?
rated it a 2. I think 2 is
Oh,
very fair.
I think that
Is
makes
that too
sense.
low? Yeah, like the
No, well, okay, but wait, one thing
HUs
here
are
is like,
not as clear as any of these.
One
Okay.
thing is like, if you're putting that as a 2, is O Gen 1 also a 2?
I think the one to compare it to is the Mazers and the Idle Mills, right? Like, I think those are 3 64 flats that are espresso forward, and you've paid $150 extra to get that SSP name and promise clarity. I don't think it delivers on clarity.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. Like 2s and 1s.
No,
Like,
well, yeah, I just mean for clarity on O Gen 1. Is that a 3? I guess closer
is that
to
too
a 3.
high? It is closer to
optimistic
a
on
3.
Closer to a 3 than a 2, yeah.
Yeah, it is closer. Yeah. But I totally agree with what Robert said. Just like, if you want this style of coffee, just get anything else.
Stock or get a conical.
Yeah, stock or get a conical. Yeah. It's just like, if you try these burrs next to any of the other ones that are in here, you will be like, oh my god, these make things taste like chocolate.
Now Brian makes it. I can't sell my HUs.
Hey, people like 80 to 90% of people like chocolate. Okay, we are the weird people. Also, I'm surprised you haven't sold your HUs. Should I add that on the stream? If you want to buy a 64 HU, hit us up.
Yeah, sure. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay, all right. Because all right, I'll put a piece of text here. It'll be like 64 HU for sale.
Also in Piccolo 100 and EG1.
64 million SSP HU for sale DM for deets. All right, here we go. I added the for sale text. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We're truly celebrating now.
We haven't tasted. We have the 78S on the way. All of these.
No, 78. Right? No, 78S is the one we have, right? 78 has not arrived.
Okay.
But we haven't opened the box.
Yeah, we haven't opened them up. Yeah.
We're too busy.
It's too busy to open up boxes. Okay. All right. So I think honestly, I feel like our 64 numbers are pretty fair, or 63 and 64. Or like here, I'll move it. Oh God. And then we have to like make this spreadsheet fancy. I can't do this with my trackpad. Oh my God. Okay, I give up. Here, I'll just do this.
While we're refining things, my take is that getting 54 steals are the same numbers as the 64 MP.
As the what?
64
MP.
And getting 54 steals.
That is fair. But I don't think these have the SSP sharpness, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if that there's a 20-point swing.
All right.
And I think they are more forgiving, actually.
Are the MK steals the same as the
no, they're the ones in the they're the ones in the
X54, the X54. Oh God. Brian, okay, can you bump the quantity of sets of HUs up to 2 then? All right, everyone's selling HUs now. Did I just cause people to have buyer's remorse?
No, you should start. Since we have power over these people, we should start ranking things lower so I can buy them.
What the heck?
All right, so I heard, yeah, these are all 1s. These are bad. Okay, to be fair, EK is bad. There are some bad burrs in 98. Interest in the EG1 for sale.
Oh.
Someone want to buy EG1? I mean, your EG1's for sale, right?
That's what he's talking about. Because Robert mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
well, that one's more complicated. You gotta go message.
Yeah, you gotta go. Go message Robert.
A lot of logistics there.
Rank Bentwood higher because I got one to sell, says Brandon. God damn it. No, okay, so we're ranking the burrs right now, and we'll rank the grinders later.
No, there's no grinders here, right?
Okay.
No grinders.
I just called my stream is ranking coffee grinders and burrs. Well, because like some of them are like parallel. They're like parallels between the two. It's like you have to, they're like paired together. So we effectively talk about both at the same time. Okay, 75s and 80s. 75 to 80. Let's talk about it. 75 HU. I think there are 3, 4, 3, 2. I don't like these for filter, and I think they're okay for giving. The interesting thing with 75 HU is they are higher clarity than 64 HU. That is my experience. Actually, 4 is too generous.
I
had it in Brandon's Monolith Flat, and I quite like them. Mythos, I think our Mythos numbers are fair. I think our Shuriken LM numbers are fair. Apex numbers are fair.
What do you think?
What about 80? Do we want to change anything in 80? I think 80 is pretty. I feel like our 80 numbers are so high. machined. Wait, is the machined versus the cast 80 worse in Espresso? They're just like super one-dimensional.
Yeah. So it's like a good reference. Maybe it is more boring than the sweet cast for Espresso. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's one-dimensional. The cast are, I mean, like 4s across the board for 80 cast seems a little generous.
I would go back to what we did with the Bentwood.
Yeah, these feel like Bentwood numbers. Ooh, 43535. All right, I'm gonna drop the clarity number on this and also drop the filter number here. I feel like filter on casts are very okay, considering you have all of these ones here. Okay, 80. Let's talk about
Relative or absolute individual.
Well, I don't know. I'm whatever. I'm not a stickler.
Honestly, is that we're saying that something like a lab suite that we would be happy to live with or filter is a 3 out of 5. I'm okay with if you explain it like that, but the person who doesn't read the comments or post part is gonna say it must be not that good.
I mean, I just think the filter on this is not interesting enough. Especially when you compare to like ULF. Like 80 ULF are really, really interesting. Are these scores absolute or relative so they're relative to the sizes? Or we're attempting to make them relative within like the context of 64 millimeters or like 54 and also the hand grinders. So here I'll just put like scores relative to burr size.
Yeah, so like a ZP6 hand grinder for filter we'd say is like a 5, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is so much better than a 98 that we give a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, like also if you know you could balance it and say like a ZP6 being 5 out of 5 on clarity is probably like a 3 out of 5 in 98 world, or maybe like a 4 on 98 world. But then it becomes really complicated because then like it's super burr dependent, or like even grinder dependent at that point.
Everything else is
yeah, I don't know. 80 LS cast are definitely a 3 for filter as it has sweetness but not a ton of complexity. Yeah, that's why I lowered the number for 80 cast. I was like,
I'm torn on this because I don't know if one score on the other forces the drop down on the other, right? Like the flip side is, do we have to pair texture and body with espresso and clarity with filter? Not necessarily.
Nah, no, we don't. I mean, regardless, numbers will upset people, so who cares? I'm just doing this shit for fun, right? Or this is just what we think, what things are, and you can use this as a reference. Don't use this as an absolute. The reason why we're not doing 0.5 scores is because we might as well have just done this out of 10, right? It's the same thing.
It will take us so long to plot anything if we're talking about if it's a 6 or a 7 all day.
Yeah, because like some of these burrs are like so close 6 or 7, and the difference here is like I feel like we've done a lot of comparisons that just simply don't make sense anyway. Like nobody is going to have, generally speaking, most people aren't going to have everything next to each other, and you're not going to like waste your time I mean if that makes you have fun, then go for it. But like, I think a lot of people will reference these numbers or reference anything and be like, is this good or not, right? And generally speaking, we're
wrong.
We're wrong. No, but generally speaking, it's like, all these are going to be good. Like unless you really want to A/B and compare everything like that. Oh, look at this. Formula request for 120 mil SSP and 120 Ditting machine. I'm fucked up at the bar, so I can't hear it, but if you get to these, thank you. We did do 120 SSP down here, specifically in the Molar Z, which was also maybe not the best representation of that burr set. Please, John Kim has asked us to do absolute ranks. Maybe later.
It's harder. It's a lot harder to think about absolutes.
I'm not.
Oh, what are 80 LU? I'm missing a number. I'm trying to fill in the blanks here. 80 LU.
If anyone really, we can give a quick tier list in terms of
The
form
tier list
factor.
is the same 1-point scale, right? Like,
And then it's just going to be like 80, 98, and then everything else below it.
Yeah.
That should make it.
It would be like 80, 98, and then but there are like, some burrs that stand out, but are they absolutes? People, that's just gonna upset people, right? We're gonna rank all these poor people. Are gonna be like, oh my god, why are all the most popular grinders ranked so low? And it's like, well,
Make better grinders.
make better grinders.
people with like Lagom Minis or I don't know 64 flats come over, they play with these Titans and they're like, that's fine.
Yeah. So everything's good. We haven't tasted 78. We are why am I getting? Everybody keeps asking about 78. I'm just gonna let me add.
It's hot.
We are trying soon. There we go. Same thing with 64. We are trying it soon. I'm gonna make some Flower Child Danche on my 01 real quick.
Privileged man makes Danche on his 01.
I could use a blade grinder if you wanted me to. This coffee's so good it doesn't matter.
Hey man, one of the best coffees we had at SFC Coffee Fest was off of Blade Grinder. It was the best coffee actually.
Yeah, we're gonna add it on there. It's because we have the grinder here. Like, not at my place, but like we have the grinder. We just haven't opened it up yet. You guys will see us open it up, and we're gonna have some fun doing that. So stay tuned for that. Absolute and out of 10, and it will be the ultimate reference chart. Maybe. Okay. 80 LU. I don't know anything about 80 LU. Somebody.
Those are mine. Your experience is going to vary a lot depending on what grinder you put it in. That goes for all these like filter first 80s in an EG1 where you might think to put them. You're going to be in chirp if you ever want to do espresso. But if you put it in like a wug, it'll work like a normal burr. So the espresso one is highly fluctuative. It is uncomfortably in chirp to do espresso. So I don't know if I've actually done espresso on an 80 LU.
Okay.
That might be you might need a question mark.
Because like that's the same problem with like 98 LUs, Like, this is down the rabbit hole of, oh, well, there are like 3 versions of this burr, and there's so many random sample variances and all of that, and then it's like not fun.
Oh yeah, fun story is that the 80 HUs that I have used to be MPs, even though they are not multi-purpose, and I believe before that they were a revision of LUs.
Yeah, because like I did try actual 80 HU in a KR 1204 or whatever, like the other KR4 or whatever, and then I was like, oh, I tried that burr set, and then And then it turns out that is completely different than the one that's in the EG1, even though they're also called HUs. So nobody knows anymore. 83s, I think, are fair.
Yeah.
In terms of numbers. I'm also trying to brew coffee sitting down.
151G to understand what a 0 tastes like. Untastable.
We rank it as 0 because you should never taste them. They're terrible. They taste like how do I explain what they taste like? They taste like peaky and bimodal, and then it's like ashy at the same time with also like they're just bad.
Mario ceramics alone. Also, 0 makes it to 6 points.
Which burr set would be a good upgrade from a niche 0, specifically for medium roast coffees for lattes?
Okay,
Nothing. That
Nothing?
niche,
Just
niche
keep
is-
your niche, man.
niche is best for that.
Like, as far as I would go, is like 48mm conical heptagonal.
But then it's
Not
a
a
worse
64
user
SP.
experience, right? It'll just be like a way worse user experience than a niche. Yeah, see, stay with niche, exactly.
Oh, for lattes, yeah, stay with me.
For lattes, yeah.
There's a lot to lose from the niche. This all sounds like, oh, niche is better, niche is serious. No, the niche is like the best at what it does.
Yeah, the niche is really good. It's just like, it's so boring that nobody talks about it anymore, right? It's like, it just does what it's supposed to do. There's nothing more to add, right? Like it's so good that there's nothing remarkable, right?
Yeah, it's a chocolate machine.
It's literally a chocolate machine. Oh, should I? Okay. All right. So 83, I think our 83 in the DF 83V are fair as well, looking at these numbers.
Yeah, we have recency bias on it too, so we're like, you remember it.
And I think I am pretty happy with our 98 numbers. The only 98 one that I'm not entirely sure about is old.
But,
What's old is best.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you agree, TR, do you agree with my shuriken numbers?
Let me check them again.
as I hop in the spreadsheet and make sure it lines up with numbers I believe in.
Wait, so are we sure the CR cannot do SPRO?
Yes, we are very sure. We've tried.
Oh, I just don't
Because
remember.
if you put it at touch, you
Okay, I would say like LM for SOM.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I think that's fine.
Yeah, like within the context of other 98s.
I think CR is maybe for sweetness, right? Or not sweetness, forgiveness.
Oh yeah, it is higher clarity. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I think everything else seems okay to me.
My conflict in having the 80 ULFs and 98 gold is that I think they're the same, but the espresso scores are different because the EG1 is bad at espresso.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like these numbers are also a bit everywhere because it really depends on what grinder. Like we could add the comments of this was tested in these are like done in an EG1. Like all of these are tested in EG1.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like grinder.
I've sent my ULFs to someone with a WUG and that worked out fine.
Yeah, so like the WUG solves a lot of that of the problems of some of these burrs, right? And that would like change the rankings, and that's a big challenge as well.
Yeah. But the problem is you need to convince someone to buy a WUG.
Are you gonna buy a WUG?
I don't know. Like, you need to. Well, now it's harder for me to buy things, I think.
No SSW or MD. We never tried them. I've never tried.
No, someone has SW. I've definitely tried. Wait.
I've never tried SW.
No, I've tried SW, but I don't remember from where. No, like I distinctly remember I tried SW, but I don't remember where I tried it.
Oh,
That's
from-
bigger.
It's Olivier.
Olivier.
He
moved.
Oh, is that? Oh,
Like, he
yeah.
Yeah, he moved. Tragedy.
walks down the street
He was
with it.
this man's. There was a time where actually I don't know if you guys have seen him on the stream. Like if anyone here has seen him, but like. Yeah, this guy literally used to live really close to me, and he didn't have a car, and he would bring his MC5 or 4 at the time.
No, he brought his key.
Oh, he brought the key and the MC4. Like he would carry it and walk down the street.
Oh, yeah.
He
No, I
walked, like-
remember him
yeah.
carrying the key, not the yeah.
Yeah, he had the MC3. I mean, no, 4.
And for happier grinder times. Everything was so good. Everything is so good.
Yeah. Okay, so I think these numbers. Oh, okay, hand grinder numbers, really quick. Let's look at the conicals. I'm happy with all our flat numbers, and I'm like, did we miss a burr? I think we have most burrs here.
How annoying do you want to get about separating things? Like, there's the rainbow of 48 conical heptagonals, but I think they're mostly numerically the same.
The thing is I would say they're close enough. Like all these numbers are close enough. It doesn't matter.
Zpresso K Pro is different from a K Ultra because they changed the coding somehow, but I don't think they're different. I think it's also similar to the Q2 or X Pro or whatever. That's a 38 conical heptagonal of various coatings. They all taste in a similar profile, and I would not change the numbers.
For clarity in SSP, wait, sorry, what do you mean? Someone's in the chat is asking a question. Like, do you want a high clarity burr in 80 mil?
They're all
pretty high clarity. It's just some of them are better than others, like the HU, EG1.
The SSP lab suites that are blind for EG1. No, we did not.
Oh, I thought you hated. Okay, you didn't like those burrs, right? I'll add that.
They are, yeah. I think they are clearer in the sharpness sense than real lab suites, but as an overall package, I like it less.
Okay, so 3,
So
4, 3. I think these are. It's like this, but worse. It feels like.
yeah, but also numerically higher.
You would you rank Lab Suite blind for like a 4 on Espresso then?
No, well, definitely not in an EG1. I had those burrs in the EG1, and I was borrowing Brandon's 807 real LS side by side. I don't know what the alignment is on that, but I thought those were much more pleasant.
I still think.
Something
I mean,
like-
these numbers are probably
This-
similar.
It doesn't map to my preference.
Is the Lagom scored in regards to the other hand grinders or the big boy flats? I would assume you're talking about Obsidians here.
Lagom Mini.
Yeah, the Mini. It is in regards to other hand grinders. I also think we need a... No, these are fair. What would you upgrade to from Ode with SSP MPs to get more easier and consistent brews in the morning?
98.
98s. Any of the 98s?
Even 64 cast.
64 cast.
Before
Like P64, Zerno.
and are a
Timer.
weirdo. It is so sharp. It's so unforgiving. So clarity, yes, but pain also yes.
Yeah.
Anything else really is more forgiving.
Yeah, the interesting thing is like you can get higher clarity with 98 and a more forgiving experience. I feel like for me to accomplish the same amount of clarity in a 64 MP or like brew V1s, the stars have to align. I have to like brew in a very meticulous way. Whereas with 98, you can just turn your brain off and you can accomplish a similar, or if not higher clarity. You don't need to try so hard. So it's like, I still
Even
think
48 chemicals.
yeah, like I still think if you spend more, like if you're spending
think we
more
spend
money
more.
on these, like yeah, I mean you don't have to spend more, but it's like if you spend more money on some of these grinders, like your hit rate is just gonna go higher, either because like it's really well aligned or the burrs are really really good. So like I feel like the question that I don't know, I haven't talked about this much, is like it's like what is how is like is that investment worth it to you to elevate the average brew, right, the hit rate of what you're getting, right? Because like if you're going to spend big money on coffee, you want to maximize that value in some sort of way, right? Like you want your coffee to taste better. By investing in some of these expensive grinders, your enjoyment level could be much higher because your brews are going to be higher, higher quality all the time, depending on, of course, burr, right? But I'm just saying, if you pick any of these 98s, like it generally is going to, your average brew should go up. Or maybe you realize like, hey, the burr is so transparent that you realize the coffee you're drinking is terrible. So, that's another story.
We touched on this earlier, right? Like the grinder that you put this in, it is a combination, and it does matter because the design of it, how they carry your works, can have an effect on how the geometry. It's not just the burrs you're tasting; it's how it lives inside of a grinder. So like 64 MP inside of a original DF64 is a really bad idea because that carrier sucks. It's spring loaded. It's not holding your perfect marker wipe on load. So like a burr that is designed to be very unimodal, very even, or whatever you want to call it, is not reflective of that under actual grinding.
Yeah.
And when you talk about what's the difference between a DF64 and a P64, is there a 5% difference, 10%? It could have a flavor impact.
Yeah. So the other thing too is like, it's like with those grinders, or just in general, it's like, what is your frustration worth, right? Like if you're using a DF64 Gen 1, or like, I guess what, V1, V2, V3, V4, it's like your experience could be very different, even if you buy the really great burr set. And it's like if you spend more money on a much better built grinder, then that might give you much more enjoyment because you're like, oh, I'm not dealing with these problems that this grinder has.
If I have two P100s, I can side by side and not do like vertical horizontal with EK and a P100.
Mm-hmm. I have tried the lab suites, but I find them too muddy. I ended up switching to a flat bottom dripper over V60 for a more drinkable brew each morning.
Yeah, how you brew is another whole dimension.
Yeah, I could see that. Like you thinking lab suites are a little muddy. They're super round and they have that slightly bumped up texture, so that's the problem at times. Also, it could also be your coffee. Okay, so I think that these numbers are like pretty fair. I'm just like, should we filter this in any sort of way, and should we like add grinders?
You should draw a big box at the transition points where those numbers kind of reset, of like 5 in clarity for a hand grinder is different from a 5 in clarity for 98. No.
Okay.
Those numbers reset. Which is difficult because I think this 54 flats are highly performant.
Yeah.
Specifically one.
Okay, I'll add that in there. Yeah, I mean, I can fill out a lot of this stuff by myself. The 80 presentations are the only ones that are like, I don't fully remember anymore. ULF are so clear. Can grind.
I think they're pretty clinical. So I don't think they're characterful. I think they're a good reference for like evaluating roasts. because it's got all the different distinct parts where like brew doesn't have linger. So I prefer the HUs, which I would give the same clarity score, but is less clinical. That's a preference thing.
SSP. Oh God, wait. 80 SSP Lab Suite is not Lab Suite blind.
It is. Ooh, 80
Oh
lambs,
God,
yes.
I'm getting it mixed up.
This is a duplicate. No, I did not see that, and I called it
There
out,
was
and we-
a comment that the EG1 is bad at Espresso. I'm seeing scores of 4 out of 5. Do you mean the scores listed are with other... We're ranking burrs right now. And the thing is like, EG1 struggles to do Espresso with some of these burrs. Whereas you can, this is just an example, but like you can take the same burr and in some grinders they can do Espresso and other grinders they can't do Espresso, or like as easily. So like the easy example is some of the 80 mils just can't do Espresso in the EG1, or you'll really struggle, versus you stick that same burr set in a WUG and the WUG can do Espresso. So that's why we're trying.
Wait. Let's not say anything about the WUG without trying it.
No, but like
Let's
people, we see it online, right? No. I'm just saying it's like you see people.
Oh, but I see people doing stuff on the EG1. I don't feel safe endorsing any of this.
Have any of you tried the Diding 804 or Malconic Tanzania machine burrs?
804 is good. 804 is really good.
804 is good. But I don't remember. I don't like have.
The problem is like, none of us have the 804 in our house because it's quite big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge.
Otherwise, like I would own an 807 if not for the size.
The 807 was really good. I borrowed it from Brandon and I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
maybe the same one, and I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, it's a really good 807 lap seat's great grinder. It's just huge. And did that grinder have coil wine? I think that specific grinder had
no,
wine.
it did not have. It does not have coil wine. I'm very sensitive to coil wine, so I would remember.
Okay.
I borrowed something out of coil wine.
Okay. Because it's been a while.
I think the 804 might have, but not the 7.
Mm-hmm. I've only tasted once, but the 78 Ghost Burrs were very nice without that sharp SSP taste. Yeah, like that is what Ghost Burrs kind of do. Yeah, I oops.
78 Ghosts. Oh, I mean, we're gonna be able to put that soon, right? Maybe not in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're doing some travel.
But after like probably end of the month, I would say.
Yeah, we'll probably taste these end of the month for anyone wondering about time more.
I like that's optimistic depending on if the ship, like the actual the ship will this you know like dock and like deliver and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I can start to rank grinders now. Oh, wait.
Oh, the same as having the 7 points forward.
Or how do we rank grinders? Usability.
Oh, hey, that's my jam. Okay, I'm paying attention now.
Like, so I...
Oh, but this gets into a very controversial aspect, I think.
We have diametrically opposed positions on like P100, for example.
Like, what people care about usability is like very different, right? Like, I would say like I have like weird like needs or whatever. That's fine. But like for like a general audience, it's hard to like determine, right?
I'm just like, how do you actually rank? Like, how do we rank grinders with numbers?
It's like impossible, I think.
Well, we can give us. I mean, like these are all subjective anyway. But like, what I don't know what categories would be interesting.
Hey, here's like another problem, I think, right? Like, if you were to like put things like like especially things like aesthetics. I think you cannot rate that on that. That's no good. Right. Usability, I think is like sometimes it's quite tough to say, right? Like I'll just give an example, like the Nautilus, right? I think if you were in Germany and you had like what do you call it? If you're using that foot pedal, or if you were like some of the local folks here who installed like the remote control switch, it's quite easy to use, right? But if you were toggling the power supply like me, maybe you would think it's harder to use, right? It's difficult to say.
Okay.
Job is usability. That's not something you quantify like that.
Yeah, that's not a quantifiable. I think the grinder is just hard to quantify in general, like in all aspects.
Should we just do A through F ranks?
Oh, maybe that's better. Like, because like the thing here is like, right? Like for example, like you could say like the ode is really bad for espresso because it just can't do espresso or it'll blow up, right?
Yeah.
Like these things are easier to do, but like
right. So
let's yeah.
So let's just we can just like give rankings then, and then we can like add context and comments. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I think it'll be. Okay, we'll start to. I think it's going to be really hard to rank like, or maybe we just do like usability, size, noise. Is it better if we don't? What if we do S through F ranks for categories?
It's a 1 through 7 scale.
Then it's a 1 through. Okay, yeah. Then let's not do that.
Yeah. Well, I think like noise, we could do something on noise, but noise, I think we actually should try to like. We should actually try to measure it. Like that is actually like a quantifiable thing.
Yeah, that's measurable.
I don't think that's all very useful. It's a matter of like how it makes your table rumble. How is it shoving you like 110 feet away?
Yeah, it's like a lot of this is like very hard to do, right?
Okay.
Exactly.
What would you say is the best burr and grinder combo with espresso focus to pair with my 078? I have the San Remo U and home roast light to medium, so having a big sweet spot is great. 102 Mizzen seems great. I don't know what 78 tastes like.
Or overlapping.
I don't know yet. Give us a few weeks and we can give you a really good rank.
Be overlapping with the 102 Mizzens. Like
it feels like it would be overlapping. Oh, but for espresso, it does that really weird like retronasal thing, and it's high clarity at that point.
Still neutral.
Yeah, it's still really safe. Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. It's like, do you want something that's just similar but better or different, right? What do you want? Brandon says we should rank value. Bad value. And then
value of the burr, value of the grinder,
or like value of the grinder. Like no, so like we're talking the grinder, like holistically the entire like the grinder, right? I don't know. Best grinder noise to pair with an AC/DC record. Apex. Apex. Okay. Should we just do A through F, or S through F?
Or are you trying to score it on a 1 through 5 scale? Because this is like the same thing.
No, I think if you're gonna do this, you should just actually meme and use tier maker.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I need to make tier. Well, the reason why I never did tier maker is because I have to get pictures for everything. That shit's hell. That shit takes so much time.
No, you can write text.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. How do I do this? Tier list maker. Tier maker.
Go to my Instagram and start screenshotting.
Wait, okay. Make a template.
It's almost a plug for himself.
Hold on. Let me log in to tier maker. God damn it. Okay, we'll do a tier maker.
Gotta log in.
No, you don't need to log in. You can just.
No,
I guess you need to save it.
I want to save it. Right. So I'm gonna make a template.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Your standard of excellence is for P100 alignment or trip block. 4-6? 3-6?
Wait, so if I don't have text, what do? I can just like.
I think you can use text, right? Can you not?
Go to Figma, Make some post-it notes.
And I can't add. There's no like F. Oh, I can. Wait.
You
Oh,
can
you
add.
can-
You can add. You can. No. So you have to. That's what the thing on the right, like the gears. You can. You make.
Okay,
You
hold
can
on,
like
hold on,
make
hold on.
new
I'm going
stuff.
to. I'm going to.
Usability study now.
All right, I'm gonna get this on Tier Maker, guys.
That's what they wanted.
No further details, please.
Yeah, no further details. It'll get too complicated, and then we need to do this without wrestling people's jimmies, right? Like, you're gonna make people very sad that they spend money on something. Give everything like an F ranking.
I'm okay with that.
Is this sharing the right screen? Can you guys see this?
Aligning a guide right now.
Let me see. Oh, okay, cool. All right. My OBS thing is janky. Okay, all right. We need to get a lot of images.
This is not collaborative, is it? Yeah. We minions cannot do work in the background, so we will.
You can get
watch
me
you
images
together.
of every grinder.
Damn, why hasn't anyone made a thing for grinders yet?
Yeah, I mean there probably is, but like it's
Yes,
only gonna
mine-
cover things that people want to
Those.
sell. So it really do be like that. Okay, I need to go and download images of grinders. Hold on, guys.
I'm telling you, go to my Instagram.
Only interested in grinders ranked higher than Akuma on the tier list. I don't even know. I have not been playing Street Fighter 6. I don't know. No, we're gonna tier list grinders. We have the spreadsheet for the burrs. Okay. Bentwood S 807 LSS Russian grinder S, so I can sell them. Says Brandon.
He's not wrong.
Not wrong. Okay.
243 is not bad.
Brandon, have I ever told you that there was one time I was trying to unplug your Russian grinder and it shocked me because the adapter came loose? The
That's for sure.
powered. No, there's no S in Russian. Wait, there's two.
Okay, this bird is waiting.
This is so hard to do on a laptop. So we're comparing grinders with a variety of burrs they come with and can hold.
Sure. It's maximum potential.
Yeah, like the max potential. Oh god, I've like logged into Instagram on my computer. How do I do this?
These.
Okay. Make sure.
Oh, no, you're good.
I have to trust this device. Confirm. I'm trying
These
to.
work.
Oh god. Okay. Wait, do you have images of everything? Or should we just like Google shit?
Pop it out. All the birds I've discussed, and then
Yeah, but we need to do grinders.
yeah.
Oh god. Okay, I can't. I don't want to like dox anybody on the live stream. Hold on. Wait. Oh, this is what incognito exists for. But I have to like change the. All right, P64. I wonder if there's just an easy way to like download all these images. All right, I'm gonna
That's
go
what I'm
down.
saying. Why hasn't anyone made a thing for it yet?
Is that true? No, like coffee grinder tier list. There have been, but
Not what you want.
coffee grinder tier list.
Right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 grinders.
I mean,
These
ideas
are
we can
brewing
have.
methods.
I mean, ideas we could have is just like, as we talk about grinders, you just go and download the images as we talk about them.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
That's an easy way to do it.
Okay. Oh, fine. I'll go download it. All right. So, all right. I have this one. What? Okay. Do you guys? How do we want to do this? Do you guys just want to like start ranking shit or what? Go and download.
No, I think we have
images?
to. I think, do you have to do all of
Hey,
them at
there's a
once?
Brian Call video.
Really?
Scroll down.
Where?
No, on the other window, on the other tab or window that you may have just closed. P64, A or S? No, it's gone now. There's a Ganya blog post.
Oh, I don't know. I was like clicking through here.
Those aren't grinders.
Dude, these aren't grinders either. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just start adding images and you guys rank them. I'm doing it in a different window so we can.
Oh, okay. Brian will labor. We will be the commentators. P64. It's good, right? It's a solid, fundamental 64 standard of excellence. I still think it is amazing, despite not having the latest and greatest features like auto RPM purging, ionizer. I'm still torn on believing in what's it called, augers, but on its own, it's quiet. It is alignable. Somebody say something. E100. I have opinions. I'll take it. I'll take 2.
E100 better than 01. EK better than everything.
I'm going to assume this should like save for me, right? Well, I don't know. Let's find out. I just won't close the tab ever.
You have to press like the save button, I think.
Where the hell's the save?
Like,
It
wait,
says
can you rank
single use.
Can you rank it or not yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
No, maybe I forget it. Maybe it's like the share button. I don't remember right now. Don't close it. That's
Yeah. I'm not gonna close it
Ever.
ever.
Well, now it's on stream. Like we can easily recreate it. Technically.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to rank these?
Okay.
64 I would put at least as an A.
A, okay. These are no.
Also, I'm going to point out that the tier category, the titles are wrong. It's out of order. And this is the same as having a...
Yeah, you rearranged them.
Oh, there we go.
And there should be like an F, right? Or
No, it doesn't let me add more things. Right?
Oh, it's because
You should be able
you
to-
did you didn't make a template, so yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you can
add
add a row below.
Add a row below.
Yeah.
F. I have a
6
lot of
point scale?
grinders I want to add in there. Do we
Yeah,
want
well-
E? Do we care?
No E, no E.
I don't want it, but I would put the niche at an S because of what it is and what it represents, not because it matches my preferences.
And we were talking about for home, right? Not for commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these are just
I mean, in general, I don't know.
Well, no, because like for example, like I would say like niche is like maybe like an S, right? Or I can say like a really high for home, but terrible for commercial.
Okay. I think let's just say for home.
Okay, let's just
make it
say for this
easier.
for now. Let's just work with this for now. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
just we can always rearrange it because they're
Yeah.
images.
I can add all the obscure ones as well.
How about the Russian one?
Can you? Is that
No,
even Googleable?
I like
don't
how
have
that
a
the first
picture
isn't
of
the
it.
first image. Yeah, I don't.
Just look up BF98.
But I thought the BF90 was different.
Isn't that a different? Isn't that a different thing?
What?
Or you look up Russian grinder home barista.
Yes, sir.
You know when I get X54 when I search Russian grinder home barista.
Why? Get the X54.
Oh, okay, we do need to download the. Okay, where's the X54?
Yeah, that one's. I put it in the Omnia as well.
We never tried the Omnia yet.
Yeah, not yet.
No. Until somebody sends us an 83 MP, we don't know about it.
So much requests for it, but no one's sending us the MP.
Did somebody ask about MP? Nope, I haven't. TR, I can't believe you said niche is bad for commercial. You're a David Schomer hater. True.
Well, okay, that's fair.
John Kim is telling you.
Well, I see people, breaking it weekly.
True.
Oh, my friend who got me into coffee just lost his FC disk, whatever spinning disk.
The flow
into
control
grinder.
disk.
Oh
It
yeah.
disintegrated into there.
Did you guys know this is the best entry level electric coffee grinder?
I mean, I
Encore?
kind of believe that for the ESP version.
Or espresso, yes.
Encore ESP. Dude, look at this. This guy just put the same video, but on YouTube. What a god! I need to do that. You shoot one piece of content, you put on everything.
Twice the pennies.
When are we gonna see Brian on TikTok?
Oh god.
Bring on TikTok.
Opus.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can just go back to the. Oh great.
Yeah. Well, let's just maybe start ranking some of these, and then
Yeah.
just
Start.
go
Okay,
through.
start ranking. Start ranking. I'm adding images.
Okay, we get it. Well, you can start with a controversial one. What do you think about the EG1?
What do you think about EG1? Oh, all right, Robert, tell us about the EG1.
B.
B. I agree. I can agree with that.
What about for commercial use? Because it's marketed for commercial so much.
Well, okay,
Half
I
the
think
EG1s I've seen in stores don't get used.
no, I've actually seen it used. Like in Japan, I've seen it used actually.
Half.
Half of the EG1.
Yeah, half. I would say. I mean, it seems like it's fine. It like, if you turn up the RPM, it actually seems okay for that. I mean, when I used it, I ran it at really low RPM, and then it just stalled, right? That's why. That's part of the reason why I don't like it. But
Like, knock the tray off. Can't really align it. Sucks. Wait for swapping burrs.
yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like it's quite big. There's like a lot of annoying things about it. But the ease of use, I guess, is decent.
Or like, relatively speaking, if you start thinking, well, the WUG exists, it takes the EG1 burrs and does a better job at them.
Yeah, it's also really expensive. Like that's my other problem with it.
Yeah, that's what I think is like the B. It is undeniably good cup performance, but like a lot of things about the EG1 is lackluster because it's been like what 7 or 8 years since it came out, and like it just is not.
Well, they have the. When was the last upgrade?
It was like last year, and that introduces RPM purging and a.
Oh yeah, the RPM purging. I
And the
forgot about that.
magnet.
Oh yeah, but it went up in price again,
And it
right?
doesn't come with the portafilter hooks anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, that thing was the best thing about it. Oh, okay, that's annoying.
Exactly. Annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
just-
despite that, I still kind of want to buy rompers, but only for the aesthetics.
I think
Like
it's a
for, like, the-
beautiful grinder. I just think for the money, I'm like, I should not have to think about how I put coffee in a $4,000 coffee grinder. Like, I shouldn't have to think like that.
Well, yeah, like, I agree. Because when I didn't think, and then I put it at like low RPM, it like
Yeah,
just
you stall.
it just stalled
Right.
it. Yeah.
Stall the grinder. So it's
No,
yeah.
yeah. What did I put in? No, it was Tim, right? I think it was Tim. Because I did stall it
Yeah,
on
you put
Apple
window
on
bow.
Gold.
Yeah, you put
Yeah,
window
yeah,
bow
yeah.
in it, and then it
On
straight up
Apple on
stalled.
Gold, on AG it stalled like a couple of times, but that's more understandable.
Yeah, but I like the grinder a lot. I just if you look at like dollars, then I just think, like,
at the grinder.
I just feel like there's a lot of cope around this grinder. Like so much buyer's remorse, or like buyer cope. Like you need to justify why it's so expensive, right? And if you look at it and you're like, it's just like, man, for anything else, if you compare it against anything else, it's just like,
The ownership
it-
and experience of starting and getting a cup out of it. The start and ends are great. You get to look at a nice thing.
yeah,
You
I
get
agree.
great cup quality. But everything in between is troublesome.
Yeah. And if you're into that, that's totally fine. To a lot of people, the aesthetics are worth it. I still think it is like a beautiful grinder. I just think like a lot of people who have strong opinions on it, it's hard coat, man. I feel like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would. There's things about it I would change about the design. Like it's so big.
I actually like the
Definitely.
size. I do like the size.
No,
But
well,
it's-
I think the
I
base
put
is
stuff
a
on it.
big.
You put stuff on the base.
No, I don't want that. Like I want to have more space in my kitchen or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. If it did not stall, I think this would be like an S tier grinder. IMO. That's my thought.
I think if it didn't stall, I would give it an A because of the price.
And
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, okay, that's fair.
the tray freaks me out. The beans slide out all the time.
The,
like
the magnetic stuff falls off.
Being able to hit the tray, like the dose thing, just off with your hand is not good. Like yeah, like I don't know.
Everyone's done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have knocked it off, and I like barely caught it.
It's like easy to do, especially when you're not thinking. Like if you're very intentionally using the thing and like being slow, it's great. But yeah, if you want to be fast, it's sometimes problematic.
Okay, I think B is fair.
Okay.
All right. Flat max.
Which flat max? Oh.
Or do we want to separate out like the flat max versions, or just say like
no?
both of them?
Let's make it simpler for now. Let's just
Okay,
say the flat
yeah.
max. Like I would give it a B, right?
Oh,
like-
I would give it an A.
No. I think so. I think
Okay,
so.
what are the reasonings? Let's hear it.
Yeah.
My thinking on the flat max is like it's like designed basically like it's only very usable for like espresso. Like if you want to use it for filter, you're making like a bunch of compromises, especially in usability.
I agree with that, but I'm optimistic about it. It is very focused and well designed for an espresso first workflow.
I also think things like the RPM changing and stuff is very annoying. Like, because you can do the RPM. You don't have RPM purge. Like, I know you can do purge with like the cheat code thing, but like,
Yeah.
No,
but
the
we're
new
not-
one has purge, right? Doesn't the new one have purge?
It
Max
does.
2?
The new one also has a
The
whacker.
new one has purge.
Oh, I forgot about the 2. Okay.
Yeah,
well-
so this picture is actually of a 2.
Oh, I see. I forgot the 2 had that stuff. Yeah.
I think it's fine for filter, because like the problem with my generation is it grinds really slow, but they fixed that, right?
No. I mean, yeah, but even like, yeah. I mean, because I have one. I think.
Yeah, yours doesn't
Yeah.
is not slow.
Slow. Yeah. I guess maybe. But I just I don't know. Like it is like. It is like still like the RPM is like you have a cap, right? Like, I guess like I don't know. Like I can go with an A, I guess.
Kind of messy.
Yeah, it's like,
Well,
I don't know,
all
I
of
just
these
feel like
grinders
the
are
work-
pretty messy.
but I
without-
just feel like the workflow is like so like espresso like focused, right?
Hmm.
Like in the same way that you can say like a Nautilus, like that'll be later, but like the Nautilus, we can definitely say like it's not good for espresso, like the workflow.
Yeah.
Like in the same way, like I think that applies here for the flat max for a filter.
Mhm.
Also, what are we grading on? Nothing about the burrs or what?
Oh, I guess if you give it the shuriken, I would give it an A. Yeah, because you can't get shurikens are unique.
A. Yeah, shurikens.
Yeah. That's right.
So we're working with the greatest possible outcome.
Yeah, the greatest possible outcome. Let's just say the
It's
greatest
like a
possible
holistic.
outcome.
Let's give it a holistic result. Yeah.
No, so that yeah. So okay, so people getting their jimmies are getting rustled.
That's good.
Flat max forks suck, says Brandon. I agree. Times. WTF, flat max is goated for filter. Yeah, the burrs
No.
are great, but it's like we're saying like holistically, right? The whole package.
I mean, I make filter on my flat max.
Yeah.
But the workflow is not too good. I think that's for me.
Okay, I think A is fair.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
A is fair. Okay. Another. Okay, well, I'm still downloading images, so you guys can keep going.
Okay. Well, the next one you can do the P100, right?
Yeah, P100.
It's fine. Whatever.
I think A is totally fair for P100.
No, the forks are like.
Oh, but the forks, yeah, the forks are annoying, and
Well,
the
I hate a lot of things about it, but the forks are like.
annoying.
Yeah.
The stupid plate on the top. I don't understand why they just didn't do it like this, and they put the.
You
thing
mean the
on it.
dial?
The dial, yeah.
right.
I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the dial.
Actually, I'm appreciating it at this very moment.
Actually, I think that is actually one annoying thing about the flat max too. The dial, like it doesn't. It's only 180.
Full sticker.
You need to do like
Double
5
sticker.
stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that worse than like the EG1, where you don't know,
no.
right? You don't know what number. Like you can. It's just like use 6. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah,
shoot,
yeah.
I don't know what that means.
No, that's true for like a lot of grinders. Yeah.
Right.
fair
So
enough.
I think that's totally
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
EG1 being 1, I guess. Yeah, makes sense. Or not EG1. P100 being A.
P100 being
so,
A, I think is fair.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But then I think we need all right. EK43S.
Yes.
S.
I mean, I think it's good for the speed.
At
I'm
home.
at B or C.
Yeah, for the speed.
You need to modify the shit out of it. You need to thwack it.
What do you mean by stack it?
So okay, I guess here's a question: is for something like EK43S, the best possible outcome, like does not count
the best
Titus
possible
parts,
outcome.
right? Should we?
we're adding like all stock.
All stock.
Oh well, that raises a problem, right? You're like your alignment is potentially questionable.
They die. Weirdly. They're not well alignable. You thwack it. You must buy those MHW or wherever parts because the actual Malkonig single block per doser is not great.
Oh, but we're saying you can't put Titus parts, right? You can't be putting those bomber parts either.
Yeah, you can't be upgrade. Like should we? I mean, we can have one that's modded and not modded.
Well, I think okay. Like I think if you give it like a B, I think, or like something like a B or a C, like I think that makes sense, right? Because like then you could say something like the Titus, like the Nautilus is like an upgraded version. Like there's still usability problems, like with it, right? But like it is like improving on the formula in that sense.
I would prefer to rate this on modability because that is what a lot of people will do.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is also true. Like home enthusiasts will also mod it, right? Like,
Okay.
Like shops might maybe not so much actually, but home use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean that would also like apply for like something like the old, right? Like someone would do a step list instead of like the stepped shit.
Okay. What about big EK43, regular EK43?
It's just is that one just it's just worse, right? It's just worse.
Yeah, it's just worse.
Especially for home, it's like horrible for home. It's huge.
D.
No, it's like one grade. It's just like because like it's only the size. Like the internals and everything are the same, right? It's just like the like
It's just
you need like a different like you get the bigger hopper. I think I don't remember, but you definitely it's like longer. So
Get to be even taller. Slam dunk it every time.
yeah.
Zerno. Ooh. B? A?
It's close to a P64. I don't think it is. I'm very annoyed by the sound it makes that the P64 does not. It has better upside. Like the dial is nice. There's some faith of the technology and the alignability and whatnot. Auger, maybe Magic Future, Ionizer, cleanable chute. Pretty compact.
Sounds like you should get a Zerno.
Zerno would be a
Blind
downgrade.
Burr. You're Blind Burr.
Yeah, Zerno would be a downgrade for a lot of things.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think 64 blind is better than any of the 98s. At least, like, for the same style of coffee. And I don't think that's a controversial take.
Damn.
DF.
Like it.
Do we...
Yeah.
F? I'm putting that shit in the F tier, dude.
Which
Terrible.
one is this? The original?
That's an original. Original DF. F.
I see.
Especially today, right? It was the first time we could get flat high clarity at sub 500, but now there's so many versions, other ways to get clarity. Don't get one of these.
Yeah. F tier.
Dude, what about the 64V?
Fuck. Okay, hold on. Fine, I have to download that.
The problem with
image.
that grinder is like we have never used it, right? Like that is actually
Yeah,
a
okay. I
grinder
don't want to
we've never
rank it
used.
because we never used it. I have to let me get images of the E and P, which I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
gonna throw also in the F tier.
I almost baited Brian into talking about the F64V.
Well, we should convince him to buy one.
No.
Yeah, we should. He should
No.
buy one.
I'm just gonna buy it and throw it away. It's
No,
terrible. These are
that
like-
is a terrible practice.
You can talk about the P that I don't know what happened to that one.
Oh, P I've used, right? I've used both of the 64 ones.
It's so limiting. It's like you can only do espresso on it. The timings are all terrible.
Wait, the one
I mean the E. Oh god, I'm forgetting
which
what it was.
the one in the middle was better than the other two, I thought. The one without
It is better. The timing, yeah. Changing the alignment, getting the burrs, you have to like fucking flip the grinder over and like go from the bottom. I don't know. It's just like to change the calibration, and these are just miserable.
Yeah, I mean I used it stock and it was usable.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
not today.
Wait,
when
if we're gonna
other
do
ones
if we're gonna
exist.
do the DF series, we should also say the 83 is an F.
Yeah, 83-1 is like probably an F. I would
Not
say.
the V, the old one,
Not
the
the
original.
V, yeah.
Yeah.
It's bigger, but I'm not convinced with the burst sets we use that it is better than like Actually, we never really touched the wave spring part. Maybe it's more alignable. What I really don't like is that the alignment is not meaningful on the original DF.
It is
The
not,
wave is better on the 83.
Yeah,
but
we don't have the experience with the high-end 83s to know what the highs are.
Oh, I already.
It was big. It was loud. It was pretty chunky.
it's also it vibrates on your like.
Oh yeah,
on
when you
the
turn
table.
it on, the grinder moves.
It's not. It's like when it's ever is operating like with or without beans, it will move on its own. Like it's not like that's yeah.
Yeah. Miserable experience, miserable experience, miserable experience. These are all miserable to just use. Like I would rather run an EK than any of these. Like a full fat size EK and deal with that.
Well, that's an easy choice. I
Yeah.
think.
JT64. Ooh.
We can only rate the
JT.
newest version, which has the switch on the side and has numbers on the side
Yeah,
and
but
corrected spin direction.
I don't know. I actually think the grinder is quite good. Like I would say like a C, something or a B. Like it's actually quite good. Like the size of it is quite nice, right? It does use like a laptop power supply, but that's easier to hide, like because the power like controls on the
Around a C.
yeah.
It's cute. It's portable. It's a good secondary grinder.
Sounds like
good
a
for
bias.
It's good for Spro.
But
I think it's good for
terrible
Spro.
in the same sense for alignment.
Yeah, right. Because of the four corners.
Yeah, but it is the smallest 64 that you can get.
That can also do espresso.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll add more images another day. Let's
Okay.
X54. D.
I think
F.
no. Isn't it quite decent?
No.
How's retention?
It has so much retention.
The usability
Yeah.
is crap. Like the power button's not where you think it is. You're gonna eject the portafilter holder.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. I did that. Yeah.
Super fine for it. The hopper is terrible. It wants to look like a EK, but is really bad at doing
But
so.
isn't the like the alignment okay on it? Stock alignment?
I'd rather have the Vario by a long distance.
Okay.
Gebby grinder.
I don't know. Oh, this thing? Oh.
Solid C. I think it's a solid C.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, like I guess like for the Gevi, the price is like there's a big fluctuation in the price, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing about it.
Encore ESP. I feel like this is a solid B tier grinder.
because what it represents is this like $200-ish price point where I think you should not buy a hand grinder for espresso anymore.
Facts. I agree.
In the burrs, like
Yeah.
is so outshadowed by your quality of life improvement.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that weird grind size adjustment. Like you just keep turning it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the Opus.
But the only downside I think is like the hopper, right? The huge ass hopper.
Yeah.
You can convert it.
Oh yeah. They give you a new thing now that's you can just for single dosing.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Opus. I think Opus is a C tier grinder.
Damn. You used to work for that company.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, as using it, and it's like, if you want to do espresso, it takes a year to grind. It's just like, I mean, basically, these are the same, but this one is easier to adjust. So it's like that one's gonna rank higher.
Yeah.
It also feels like a toy, and that's fine for how much it costs, but I don't like the macro adjustment. It was just like so confusing. But otherwise,
an
like,
aspiration holder, you might get the Opus because you hear like, oh, it won't stall, and you're like, what's the lightest roast I can
yeah,
get?
but it
Oh,
doesn't
it's
stall, so that's like the really nice thing. But at the same time, like, are people really putting that type of coffee through
I don't think
this?
you need to default to the extreme and assume that applies to your use cases.
Right,
Which
exactly.
is my opinion about minis also.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think this is Timar 064S. I think that's a C tier grinder also. This is O Gen 1. I want to put A or B. Or O. And let's say like O Gen 1 and Gen 2. Let's like same one.
Like
A or B. Or
no,
C.
no, it's not an A. It's not an A.
Okay.
Because just because you can't use it for like Spro, it'll blow up. Like that's
Yeah, but it's
definitely
not designed for Spro, right?
I'm not judge it based on that though.
Yeah. Like that is not in its use case, I feel.
Yeah.
Okay,
For what it
but then
represents.
you're like saying like this is like an expensive grinder for filter only, right? I guess it's like
Yeah, and at that, doing that job for the price point that it is a pretty good quality of life and pretty good results.
yeah. Well, I mean, you also have to do like well, I mean, the mods are not that bad, but to do, but yeah.
I think that is a bad temptation to go through.
Mhm. I like this grinder a lot nowadays with the Gen 2 because I think the Gen 2 burrs are amazing. And I also think the ionizer in here, like the usability of this grinder is significantly better than Gen 1. And for this like $300-$400 price tier, if you're doing filter, it's pretty good. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Okay.
I want
What
to
did you
say
give it?
I think B is fair. I wanted to give it an
alright.
A, but
I think it's like I think B makes sense. It's like ESP type thing.
yeah, it's like this is really good for what it is and how much it costs. Orbit
My-
B.
B, really?
C, doesn't it?
It's-
Isn't it?
C?
It's
The
way.
alignment-
do you
Okay,
think
I
about
don't know about
Orbit?
current. I think the alignment was improved in the newest revisions.
Oh, okay.
Because your
But what
Orbit
do you?
was a little messed up.
Yeah, mine was funky, but like it was just badly designed in the initial round, and they did change everything that I pointed out.
But what do you think about like needing like accessories that are not included, right? Like the ionizer or like the lunar, like they're not part of the like the purchase price, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not priced for that.
Yeah, I think it's fine. The fact that you can do it is compelling. It's like compared to some other grind by weight things that you could achieve it if you wanted to is big, even though you have to pay extra for it. And we're thinking about things in their maximal use case that it's meant for.
No, but I mean, I just think it's like it's shooting up to like once you get to that, it's like P64.
Then you're competing. Yeah, then you're
you're
like
like more. It's more than a P64 once you
Yeah.
do everything, right? I don't know. Maybe.
And then also, I never really found a reason to have like grind by weight on this, or like I could. I'm like,
no,
it's
I
cool if you're
understand.
cupping
I
and all of
understand
that.
grind by weight, right? Like I don't know, like I'm open to B or C. Like I don't know.
I think C. It's like C veering to B, or like yeah. I don't
Too
think.
many grinders in one, and that's what's muddling our opinions on it.
Well, that maybe.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, well, we can add like other tiers at that point.
Okay, well, I guess since the Gevi is in C, then I would say it's in C because I would rank those two grinders together.
Yeah, I think these are both like solid C's.
Yeah, because price wise, it's like, why am I not just buying a Zerno?
Yeah,
TBH.
right. I mean, Zerno should be ranked higher than both of these grinders.
Okay. What's the next one? There is that
this is
01?
01
Oh, that's a F tier.
F tier. All right, I'll
Yeah.
the F tier for now.
Yeah, everyone sell your O1s for cheap.
You gotta rank them first.
Key.
No. Okay, well, so the key. Okay, if we wanted to seriously put the 01, I would say like B. But like, if we take the key, right, I would say like D. Like, there's like the thing just breaks. Like, it's not you can't spend that much money and it breaks.
The original one, right?
Then they fixed it. Okay. Key Mark II fixed it. Fixed that problem.
Okay, sure, but like,
And I think this is like a C tier grinder.
Like, okay, like they fixed like the most fundamental problem, like it breaks, but like I still think like like there's still a lot of like usability problem with it.
Great on it.
I hate the burrs so much.
Mega long.
I
Yeah,
love
like
the
the-
design of the grinder. I hate the burrs in this so much.
Well, like I just think like once you get to like okay, like the key for the price and everything, like why do you not just buy a wug?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
'Cause
the
you can-
design is the design. If you like the design, it's like similar.
Yeah,
Not- not-
that's pretty true.
Or-
Yeah, just buy the wug at that point. Unless you really want something that is tiny, smaller.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, sure.
But otherwise, like you're shooting yourself in the foot in terms of usability.
Okay, I don't care about the key, but going back to the O1, I think it is an S.
Robert thinks O1 is S. Interesting. Why? I was gonna say A.
Complaints I have with it are metal on metal contact. Right, but besides that, like, what's wrong with it? I am annoyed personally that like the button interaction point is kind of blind to you. But they fixed the number dial. The forks, I am convinced in. If that's what you like, you may have to swap it around. But
Well, that's a grinder I need to try to use.
Yeah, you
again.
need to try it. So here, I'll D-rank it to A for now.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
sure. As a P200 owner, I do not feel compelled to go to an O1.
I don't. As a P100 owner, I don't feel compelled to go for a one.
Hey, you didn't try it yet.
that's
Robert
fair.
is coping.
That's so true. It's like I can't. It's easier to say 02 owner than it is P200 owner.
Nautilus. Ooh. Okay, how do we rank Nautilus?
I would give it an A or a B.
I think A or B.
I agree.
Oh my
It's
god,
not
that
an A
freaking
because
power.
it's
A.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a lot to go wrong. It wobbles.
It wobbles.
It's definitely like somewhere between A and B.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
I would give it a B.
I would put it like
B.
B plus in front of the EG1 and the EK. Like,
Okay,
look
but-
at what you're comparing it to in terms of like workflow.
Oh, okay. I also think like he did make like minor like changes, like improvements compared to my model. Mine is older, right? Like
The
And, like-
touch cup problem remains.
Look at the aesthetics too compared in like the A row and the B row.
okay. The other thing about the Nautilus is like for espresso there is a portafilter holder, but none of us have tried it. That is the one question mark I have.
Like the B, it's also like belongs to be rail mounted like Proud Mary does.
No, I think it's better counter. Like, okay, the thing about that one is like you can ask them for like counter mount, like you can do stuff like that. I think like if I had a countertop, I would do counter mount, and that would be pretty convenient.
Okay.
I don't know. B seems fine
B,
because
B
you gotta.
seems fair, like top of B. So okay,
Yeah, because you gotta deal with like the power supply
And
and stuff like.
change your house to fit your Nautilus.
What?
Yeah, that's how good it is. You have to remodel your kitchen just to use the grinder.
It's a wife approved too.
Oh right, yeah. This is a wife approved grinder.
No,
That's what
only
I'm
in
saying.
white. Only in white, right?
Yeah, only in white. The black ones in silver, no
Oh,
good.
well, that is actually one benefit. Like the B, you can like for the Nautilus, you can just pay him money to get.
Yeah, you can
like,
get any color you want. Yeah, he'll give you any. He'll do anything. It's
Actually,
pretty
it's
dope.
the only grinder in like none of the A grinders can be sold in white, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. There's a Zerno in white.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's right.
All right, that's why it's in the A tier because it's you're not paying extra for it.
Yeah. Lagom Mini.
Give it-
A.
I feel like it's like. I think it's
S?
like.
A or S?
I think the S. I think give
I
it
think
the
it's
S.
an S tier grinder, dude.
It's just so flexible.
It's too good. They fixed every problem with it.
Past year, I've been saying I will get rid of my P100s if I get bored of coffee, and I'll just live off a Lagom Mini. In that time, I think I would at this point replace that with the DM47 with POVs. But the Lagom Mini remains the most charming grinder for its size. It's like a shut up and it's good grinder, right?
Yeah.
Played by the
No,
power
what-
supply issue, and that people stall it with say or something very
And it stalls on say for espresso, but it doesn't like stall out. It still works, and it's okay for it to work that way.
But also,
It's
this
plagued by that.
given that you have the 48, the bigger bursts, and like
Yeah. I really like it a lot. I don't think it's the greatest grinder for espresso, but at the same time, it's like, look at the price. It is really, really great for filter. It's really, I mean, it's damn good. And they fixed the power supply, easy as hell to carry around.
Yeah, nothing beats its like versatility and clarity at 4. Well, it doesn't. Well, I guess the odes beat it in clarity, but you can't do espresso on it. So it like has high marks average.
Before MPs, I'm kind of regretting it. What can I get? This is a good choice.
Yeah, if you want to pair this grinder with stuff, it's fantastic.
And it's also like a
it fits in
perfect.
everybody's setup in some way.
Yeah, it's the perfect stepping stone grinder because like for all the enthusiasts, it's like, oh, you're gonna have gas, you're gonna have gear acquisition syndrome, you're gonna eventually upgrade. So, and this doesn't get obsolete because you can bring it for travel.
Yeah, it's super easy. It fits everywhere. Blender 270. D.
Low.
There's no reason to buy it at all.
Outmoded by everything now.
Like
F tier. Is it okay?
It was the best $300-ish grinder for espresso, but now everything has happened since.
Yeah, this is old now.
Audio life mega bad. Annoying to think about the shimming.
Your grind size changes. Like your
It's
grind
just
size will literally
outdated tech.
It's outdated. Yeah. It's also okay.
Is it?
what's
Oh, there's
that?
like-
I think I have two X54 images. Sorry, I have two. Okay, I need a. I don't know.
Put the nicer one in. The bottom one's the nicer one.
Yeah.
Okay. Another duplicate DF80. Okay, DM47.
Wait, what is this one on the very left? Is that? Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah, some of them are duplicates of images.
DM47.
DM47.
Pretty good, right?
It's pretty good. It's
B or A? Like
B.
It's cheaper now too,
It's
so
like
it's actually.
$150
or that's limited
man.
though, right? That's
I
a
think-
limited sale.
Oh, okay. But
I
it's
think-
like it's cheaper than the Lagom Mini, but it doesn't have the versatile burr set, but you get to choose.
How hard is it to swap the
Very,
burr on
very
it?
important is it's only because you can put POBs in there, right? Like the
Yeah.
stock burr is not very compelling. It's pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I agree.
isn't it kind of hard to buy POBs?
No, they're like $30. They're so
Really?
cheap.
They're very easy.
Yeah. POBs are so good.
They're available.
No, I've used POBs. Okay.
Hilariously, it is cheaper to get a POB setup using this DM47 than it is to buy like the real Kinu.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah, that's because the Kinu is actually an original design and they're selling it.
As I look around, it's the only grinder with foreskin chaff collection.
Hell yeah.
It's got
It's goofy. It's hella goofy.
it's good for certain audiences. B's fine.
I think B is fine. Like middle tier B.
It's the only grinder that's car compatible. Let us
Yeah, you
remind
can use it in the
ourselves.
car. Instantly S tier. MC5, MC6.
5.
B. I think it's a B tier grinder.
I think it's just like
It's
I
good.
agree.
It's just
It's good.
solidly
It's not
good.
as good. It's not as good as a Flat Max. I agree. Yeah, put it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
ZP6. This is two. I mean, they all look the same, but I think this is the ZP6.
ZP6
S tier.
No,
A.
you can't do Spro on it.
That's fine.
Is
I won't
it?
discount it for that. Like, you don't do filter on a niche, but we're still getting finesse because it is the specialist excellence for what you want out of standard espresso. And the
Yeah, I
ZP6
guess.
I like more than other hand grinders because it's so easy to turn.
Okay, well, the other thing about it is the stupid threaded cup. I can't give that.
Oh,
The
yeah,
cash
yeah.
cut.
But the catch up is kind of annoying, but the flavor profile is really good.
Yeah, like you're not getting clarity until you're putting SSPs in
Until the
something.
most recent season of grinders, there wasn't flat burrs or electric grinders that do a similar job to its flavor profile. Like low intensity but massive flavor separation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super
Get the
high
Yeah.
clarity.
ZP.
Yeah, I agree.
Or,
The burrs are
Z3.
good. Yeah.
It's unique.
Well, there's also the JS, right?
Isn't that the
The Asian-
same?
No, you can't buy those.
Oh, but you
What?
can't
Can't buy those.
The Asia
KS
one.
and KS were discontinued as the ZP6 special came back out.
Oh yeah,
It's
right.
superseded, so it's basically saying the same thing.
Yeah,
This one's an S tier grinder.
I think it's S.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Comandante C40.
Oh my god.
F.
S.
S F tier.
It's
No. You cannot put it in F. That's criminal.
Hey, what they're doing is
D,
criminal.
Like,
Okay, B.
No. What they're doing is
No.
like moral, maybe like morally criminal, but that is a different thing.
Yeah, we did.
the counting I have to do makes me so afraid to touch it.
I hate counting the clicks. I hate that we reference clicks that way. Like everybody asks, "What clicks are you using?" I do think it's easy to
Unnecessarily
use.
chunky.
No, but it's easy to spin. It's easy to like that grinder. Once you like dial it in, right? It's much easier to grind compared to some of these other hand grinders. I think.
Next time I use it, though, I'm gonna think, shit, do I need to go coarser or finer now?
Brandon, we never used the Kopi Diva.
If I'm bring it,
Bring it next time.
Back up immediately, though.
Wait,
I thought
we'll
he bought it
review.
and got rid of it because he just didn't like it.
Yeah, it's because the feed area is terrible.
I thought it's
It's
an
like-
alignment thing, but okay.
Well,
Oh, it's both.
okay. Well, let's talk about that. Let's do the molar. The molar.
Molar. Oh.
Bigger,
C?
better.
I think C. Oh, I need to
Yeah,
add
yeah.
that. I think it's a solid C.
I think it's a C. Like there's like I would say there's like I'm not gonna talk about the Molar Z. Like I don't know about any of the Molar X or whatever the other ones
Yeah,
are.
this is Molar Z
If I had to
specifically.
live with a Molar Z, the first thing I would do is take away that metal top lid.
Oh no! I don't. I disagree. You need the metal top lid.
Yeah,
or
why is
you-
it popcorn? It's like crazy, right?
So there's two issues with it that I think you need the metal top lid or some sort of like thing there, because it'll popcorn like crazy, and the RPM is too low that it won't like the beans will just like rotate on top and it won't go into the burrs.
Yeah, it won't.
So you need
feed
to-
So what I would do is
Just-
replace it with a Pringles lid.
Yeah, but then you don't have like the.
But
the weight
so
of
my
beans
problem is
pushing
that
in.
you needed to like block the center area, like the whole. Like you can't just use a lid. You need to put like a solid item there so it can bounce back into the burrs. Like that's the only way I got all of the beans to like grind.
Yeah, but I still want to replace something that heavy, that
Okay,
destructive.
that's fine. That's fine. Like we can replace that, whatever that thing is. Like, but yeah, there's like a lot of quirks with it. It's just like so slow.
It's quirky.
It's loud.
It's so-
The chute doesn't need to come off. It was a stupid chute design.
Yeah, the shoot. I don't know why they designed it that way.
It's just really hard to use, and like their whole idea is like low RPM, right? But the low RPM has now a bunch of quirks.
yeah, as
And
in
people
the beans don't feed in.
Yeah, and the other thing is like it's really hard to use for Spro, but the burst set can definitely do Spro. Like
Mhm.
it's just like they did not like make any forks and make anything usable for like Spro.
Yeah, you can put in the Lido too.
Wug to S tier. Wug
Oh,
S tier.
We can't say that. That's another. You
Yeah, we
can't
haven't used
say
it
that.
yet. Super Jolly.
Oh dear,
It's
that's a,
super.
D.
B.
Can't put slug.
Super Jolly is a solid B. I feel.
It's a D
What?
for me. It's
With
so
the
big.
No.
long mod. The retention is so massive in so many places.
But for what it has
Uh,
done, none of these.
Well, that's also the issue with that Sete, right?
It
was
walks
great
so
for
they
Stripe.
can run.
it walks so all these other grinders could run.
No,
That's
no,
true.
but then if you're saying like if we're doing like based on like what it has done, then like an alicorn, like
Mario,
Alright.
should be
Wario is
a
like
nice-
it's like an aid like or
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it on
For the same
on
reason,
here
I
right
think
now.
the Sete
But, like-
is outmoded. I don't think the Super Jolly is a valid choice unless you, at that price point, must have the best possible alignment because that's the only thing I think it's good at still.
Or you can find a
Yeah.
Super Jolly for like $0 because you find those pretty often nowadays. Like $100 for a Super Jolly.
Okay, I guess. I mean, like I can
And
be
$200
convinced
for
about
the
a
mod.
C. I can convince on a C for it.
I'm
but,
just gonna
like,
put it in D. I think it's a D tier.
Yeah, that's fine.
DF83V.
Us.
S? Really?
No, that's
No, it's
that's another criminal.
I think it's
I think it's a
B
high
tier.
B.
High B. I agree with this. It's really easy to use. It's clean.
It's missing the anti-popcorn, and it's we don't know if Hansung is gonna make more 83 mils for it.
Yeah, in expectation management, that you want it to be a do-it-all grinder, unlike the niche or the ZP6. Like we have not tried the burrs that solve it for our standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyone, we need some MPs.
Yeah, we need 83 MPs. Someone hook us up with the 83 MPs. Bentwood.
I put it at a B today, but I'm optimistic in it going up.
It can go in A, yeah, if we try SSP. Bentwood. A or B? High B. I think Bentwood's
No,
high
I
B.
think the Bentwood has to go in B. Like it's like it has similar sort of like
Crap to live with.
problems like the Ichi one or the Nautilus or some of these other ones, right? It's like not. There's just some annoying things.
Yeah,
about
I
it.
mean, like, it's basically an EK that can, but has a burst set that can do everything.
Yeah. It also the fan is horrible.
Yeah,
It's-
you have to
it's
like
a-
mod it. But you can put Jollibee on it, dude. You can put images on it.
No, we don't care if you
S-tier.
can put Pepe the
S
Frog
tier.
on it.
S tier.
It's like carried by its burst set, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
carried by
usability of
the
it is
burst
not
set.
great.
That's also where I put the. Is this too harsh on the Apex? D for Apex?
Who would
Let's
get
see.
that now? Let's be real. Who's getting an Apex now?
No, because the Apex has really good flavor. Like the
No, but
performance
the problem
is really
just
good.
like no. The problem with the Apex is like the usability, right? Like that's an actual concern.
The usability destroys any upside of
Yeah.
flavor.
Like that's like saying like the SG1 or whatever. Like, I need bullshit, right? Like it could make the best coffee ever, but if it takes like like forever to do, and like you need to like
It's
screw it down to your
uncertain,
table,
there's
it's like not usable.
No sense of knowing when it's done. Giant glass cup, definitely replace that cup.
Like, doesn't it also have like the problem when you get towards the end, like it will just like bounce around and not go into the
Yeah,
bird?
yeah.
Won't
it
give you the
won't
last
feed.
couple beans.
Yeah, it's not no good. You can't have that.
All right, so it's like, I mean, like, it's consistent in that we're ranking everything in the context of today, because like the sete is an F, right? Because
Yeah.
like you can argue that it tastes like a niche, but then it's like, why would you get
Why
that?
would you buy
when-
that? Right. Yeah. Someone's gonna like post this on the internet, and all these manufacturers are going to get mad at me, right?
No longer send you free grinders.
No longer send me anything.
Someone's gonna send you. Someone on Home Barista is gonna post this, and then have
Probably.
an
You're gonna
argument.
you're gonna get blacklisted by Baratza, I guess.
Oh no.
All right, we better put the Vario in S.
804 Lab
What is
Suite.
that?
804 Lab Suite.
Oh,
Can we,
It's
four
really
is
big, but it's
the-
good.
No, okay, but like I would say C, right? Yeah, it's like quite. It's like the EK43, the standard
yeah.
43.
It's the
Nice.
the burrs carry the story.
Yeah.
807
Yeah.
Lab Suite.
one notch higher because
Yeah,
I
B.
like using it.
Yeah, no, I think this is like a 43S versus 43 sort of story here.
No, the design is actually different for how to use it.
Oh no, I understand that, but like in
Yeah.
terms of like how you would rate it, it's like similar, like
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
incremental
And-
improvement.
Am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing stuff. What else have
Toledo.
we used?
But there's a lot you're missing.
You're
No,
a
I
lot
know,
missing.
of grinders that we've used.
Yeah.
LCU.
Oh, right, LCU. I want to give LCU an A, but
That's because you don't have to carry it around.
I'm assuming I should never have to carry the grinder around.
A. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I get an A.
I think LC is A.
I agree.
It's so damn quiet. It's so fast. It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Vario.
Vario. Okay, Vario.
Or do we count it with the forte or?
They're different, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're basically the same because people just upgrade their varios into a forte. It's mostly just a grind chamber being
High
different.
A.
You also
High
hyper
B?
eloquent align the same way. The usability is bad on it. Like
Usability
it's
is
just
very
the burst set
Retention.
that you can.
Yeah, so I would like bump
Hyper
it down
align.
here.
Put a B, yeah.
The
Yeah, it's like
it
still
is
has that
saved lives
EK
for
problem.
alignability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really good though. But
what about that MX Cool thing?
oh, MX
Oh.
Cool Aries. I would give it a B.
B.
Because for this, yeah, I think this is a B.
It does a lot. It's
It does a
$1,300.
lot, 1,300,
A
but
lot.
Is it
First-
1300?
yeah,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
yeah, I think
Its filter is better than its espresso.
I think the filter is better than espresso on this,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's just like not give. It's still not if like for the money. If you're making filter, you might as well throw 1,300 at other grinders that make better filter. But if you want something that gives you like the conical profile, but high clarity conical, then for like $1,300 is a fantastic choice.
Like high body conical. Right?
Higher body, yeah, but with also clarity. But it doesn't have any of. It doesn't have like the stalling problems that the key had like the key 1. And I think the burrs in here are significantly better than the key burrs. Or like I just hate the Mazda 83 mils, man. I'm just like, god damn. Like if I liked that burr set, I think we could rank this higher, but just like yeah, people it's like the Mazers. Those are rough.
Are we gonna go into the other shop Malconigs? I mean, we've tasted them, but we've
try
never.
those. Which ones?
Haven't meaningfully like
Oh, hey, what is Harry? What is Moonwake Run? What is that grinder name?
Oh, the
Spear-
all round.
VR Benzato.
No, what the? Is it the all ground?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the F. I see it as the F64.
It's this one, I think.
F64. Okay, this grinder is very okay.
I'm biased only because I have to use it for the shop, but
Well, what do you think about it? I think the coffee is very okay.
it grind fast.
I think this is a C tier. I think I'm just gonna throw it in C.
Yeah, I mean it's a shop grinder. I don't even know if SSP is gonna go in it.
Somebody asked about
Probably.
Pietro. We haven't used Pietro ever.
That's because they never sent us one.
I never asked.
I picked one up and did not like picking it up.
Right? Yeah. I mean, like, we didn't meaningfully try the filter burrs on it.
Yeah.
I think. If we actually tried the filter burrs and it was like high clarity, like.
Oh, Brian, people want to know about Eurekas, and I think there's only one that we have tried.
I have that literally here. And do you guys remember Yellow Jello?
Yeah.
Yellow
Yeah, that
Jello
guy.
gave me his Eureka Mignon, and it's
Yeah.
been.
Okay.
I
Isn't
had
he
it
still
for
in the
like
Discord? No, but isn't he still in the Discord?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
With us. He didn't die.
no, he didn't die.
Why?
It's like he left his grinder here, and
No, why don't you give it back to him? That's criminal.
because I forgot about it. I forgot I had it because it's.
And
Not
he
good.
clearly forgot about it too.
It's not a compelling
it's so
grinder.
unmemorable that nobody gives a shit about it. It's like
Yeah.
like
And
this guy just left it here, and I completely forgot I had it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Did we
slightly
rate it?
optimistic. We rated it a D. I'm slightly optimistic in their new stuff.
Okay. How about Explode
When
Grinder?
you see that dial.
After filter,
Oh, yeah. Must use a phone.
must use the phone.
That's kind of true.
I think this list is super
we-
confusing since there are specialist grinders mixed in with grinders that can do espresso and filter. Well, I mean,
Oh,
this
that's
is
what I
what we
said.
think. This is like what we think, right? or like should we? I mean, okay, we can. Now that
Okay,
we've
but
added the
actually,
images in, we can change it, right?
Yeah, I actually think like it's fine. Like
No, 'cause
given the
we can-
context.
We can have
Yeah.
like 3 different tier lists, right? We can be like for
Oh
filter,
my
for espresso, for what we think. But this is what we think, okay? Which is like just after using a ton of stuff, what do we like? And is there anything else that we? Oh,
How about
HD
time
one?
war? How about all the time wars?
We didn't use all of them yet.
We can
Okay,
use.
okay,
We
how
used
about
one of them.
We use one of them at least. Oh, the HG one.
HD one. I'm gonna add the HD one in here.
Oh, so okay, I've actually used the Prime as well. Wait, which
when
one's
did you
the
use the Prime?
I went to my friend's place.
Okay.
Like not around here. I mean, the Prime is
we
like
are going into hand grinder territory.
It is a hand grinder.
Yeah,
We're gonna do all the hand grinders. Okay.
Okay,
No,
fine,
okay,
we can do
no.
hand grinders.
no. How about the motorized Pharaohs?
F.
Ooh.
No, wait, no, that's an S.
S tier,
Because
okay.
It's horrible without the without the without the motor, but it's a bit better with.
Okay, I'll add it as an S.
Okay, but let's talk. The original HD one is quite bad. It's. What did we give the key? It goes with the key, I think.
Really?
I feel
what did
like-
we? Okay, maybe like I would give it a C or D. It's like much is okay. It is significantly easier than the that stupid Apex.
True.
And it doesn't have the feed issues.
yes.
But
you have
it
to
does.
like grind it. There's like a technique to optimally grind.
That's
with-
right.
with
You
the
have to like
HD1.
kind of learn how to use it, right? I mean, yeah.
The
Dude,
Kilo
somebody
106 is, I think,
literally
your app.
took his Mignon and he like left it here, and I forgot about
It
it.
is actually in the corner in like a plastic shopping bag, right?
I don't. It's not in a shopping bag. I think
in
it's
one
out.
of the cabinets somewhere. I like straight
Or
up
for the
forgot I
past
had
year.
it. It's been over a year. I mean, like that's how unmemorable
It
that
was
grinder
there when I
is.
moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like nobody cares. It's tragic.
Well, okay, qualifying this, it's because it's an outdated design that has modern stuff like single dosing slapped onto it. The dial is miserable to use. There's a lot of nooks and crannies because it wasn't made for single dosing, even though it says single dosing on it, that you're going to get a whole crap ton of retention through it.
Yeah.
Hey, what did that guy say about the HG one?
HG1, the only good Weber grinder, no cap.
Oh, isn't it HG two?
HG2, which none of us have used. Well, okay, like
No,
I
no.
guess HG1 was made by Weber, and then now HG2 exists.
I want to
What I'm saying is
Mulan
HG
a
two
good
is
pepper
better
grinder.
than HG one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't used HG2, so I don't know.
No,
Holy
but I
shit.
just think.
Look at what
Huh?
I just found. I just
What?
Googled motorized Pharos. See, I have my thumbnail here, but look at this ad. What the fuck is a ZF64W?
It's another
Oh,
Chinese
that's-
film grinder.
Is
That's
that
my
the fake
TF64
with a fat base.
What the hell is this?
I actually
Limited
kind of want
price.
to try it because it has grind by weight.
This looks horrible.
It looks like
Wait a
a.
minute.
What the
Oh, wait.
fuck?
I remember seeing this when I was first getting into the hobby like 3 years ago.
What?
Oh my God.
Good
Yeah.
God. When did they come out with this?
No, like I said, like 3 years ago.
The Wild West of 64s.
I think it's just that you just don't know about it because Joe from Espresso Outlet never got.
Oh, no
I don't think he got
retention,
into.
no coffee grounds. Ooh.
And it,
No, take this thing down. I don't
Oh
wanna
my
look at this. I'm looking at it
God.
in the
What?
corner of my room.
look at all the those color options in DF64.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
insane.
Here's another one for you. How about the Urbanic? We have that. Or
No,
you
no,
have
no,
that.
this is what I need to show. Where the fuck is this? Okay, yeah, Urbanic. What the fuck am I looking at?
Wait, what is that? What's the first one? It has like a Christmas thing on it.
I saw the same shit.
No, what's the first one here? Yeah.
Are you
What-
building
what
a
is-
computer tower? What is that?
What's that on the side?
Yeah, it's
Are
like
those
painting.
pans?
Dude, that'll sell more minions.
Oh my God. What?
Well,
art?
chat
Oh,
doesn't know
art.
what we're talking about
Wait, chat doesn't know. Wait.
because we're not showing them your
No,
screen.
no,
so
I
you
am.
get-
I
Oh
am
yeah,
showing-
you are.
yeah, I
You're
am
showing the
showing
whole
this.
browser.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
showing the browser.
Oh,
What the hell? Yo, limited edition design? Dog shit grind size adjustment? Let's go.
You should ask Eureka for that one.
I mean, look at how many models
Fine.
exist. So I just hate this naming. What the hell am I looking at?
Don't
Are
you
these all
love
the
that?
same?
Don't you love that one of
Yeah,
some
they're
of
all
the
the same.
designs is
There
that
is design.
they like attach like a tube to the chute so that it makes sure that you're catching all of the grounds. And like, I actually think that is such a funny design that no one's doing now.
Why are there so many SKUs?
For the other colors, right? People want.
No. There's
colors.
different.
No, they're
so
different. The burst sizes are different.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, right.
there's the Magnifico, the Silencio, and the, I don't know. There are
But some
The
of it's
most
just colors.
the most confusing part is like, the different, like they all look the same.
Yeah.
They're not meaningfully different.
Yeah,
And
they're not
it's
meaningfully
Burdensome
different.
to find out which one to actually get.
Oh god,
But
tragic.
they all share the common pain points.
Yeah, they all suck. Don't buy them. You heard it here first, lads. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, there's
Oh,
too many
no.
pain points. Look, dude, look at this. How many? Chiato, Rocket. Okay, I haven't used any of these grinders. I don't know.
Chiato also makes me unhappy, but that's different because I haven't owned one.
I just feel like so many of these grinders are just outdated.
But we also need someone to get a Nimbus.
Oh yeah, I do want a Nimbus. Oh,
Should
and
I
then
get
the
one?
Oros had the stupid zip ties or whatever. Like people complain about the zip ties, and then also the
Zip
retention
ties?
on this sucked.
Well, what's the zip
Hey,
tie?
EG1 has a zip tie inside too
True.
on the shaft.
What's the zip tie for on the EG1?
I don't know, but the shaft has it.
But like $735, $800. Why would you buy this?
Shots fired.
Tryhard Robert says, "Hello, Alan."
No, I'm just like $800. What you can get so much for $800.
You get 2 Lagom Minis.
You can get 2 of these. You can get a DF83V. You can get, yeah, I don't know. I do think
Yeah.
Eureka is like starting to understand that there is this huge enthusiast community, and they're starting to design like more brew focused burrs. But like,
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
fundamental grinder design doesn't match it, right? Like, they're
Yeah,
still
I don't know.
components.
They need a few more years. Maybe they need to convince me, or like they need to like let us taste some of these grinders. But I am very skeptical on
After
like
this.
any of that. Yeah, like I mean, it was an attempt, sure.
I hope they have a booth at Expo.
That at least they
Surely.
won't tell you that their grinders will grind more efficiently.
Oh, true. Oh, we should put that on the list.
You want to put the Comandante C60 on this list?
Yeah, we don't even need to taste it because it's supposed to taste the same.
They just basically tell you to fuck off. They keep telling, like, you ask them,
No, you
what does
can
this
buy
taste? It was like, I don't know. I've never had that booth experience before where they're just like, it grinds more efficiently.
Weight-wise,
It's like,
Yeah,
come on.
think
spend
they're
$500.
really-
Pay $600 just to find out.
Yeah, I was like, you know, what does it do differently? Does it taste better? What, like, you know, how's this different? And then it's like, pay $600 to find out. I was like, what the hell, dude?
efficient.
Yeah.
It's more expensive abroad too. Kinu's weight.
Actually, yeah.
Actual Kinu, I think that's an A tier grinder.
Or what I'm going towards is that the Kinu and the C60 are roughly the same weight, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
distribution of weight on the C60 is so bad that it feels heavier than it is, and in use that is a detriment. When you first pick it up, it's wow, it's so heavy, it's so quality. But the Kinu is balanced and is more pleasant to use in operation.
Kinu A tier. Anyone gonna argue with me on that?
I don't like the interaction of the grind size because you have to tighten it at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
But
The burrs are really good. Low A.
the birds are good.
C60, I will lower the rate. I think the C40 is better than the C60 because the C60 is kind of miserable to use.
Let's put something not great down. The wand plug.
Oh, wand plug? The wand plug was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Which one is that?
I'm looking
Double
at mine,
burr.
the dual hand burr.
Oh, nothing.
because
Not
it's
too
reversed.
good. Yeah, not
Just
good. Not good. Not
On
good.
that, it's reversed.
Yeah.
Except the most important threaded thing, which is a catch cup at the bottom. Which
The
is
catch
the-
up is good. It's good.
It's the only
No,
one
wait.
that's normal threaded.
Actually, I agree with that one.
Wait, the
catch
catch cup kept getting like grinds in the
It's
corners,
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine.
and then it gets caught in like that
No,
because
that's
it's tapered upwards. It's like it settles in that area too.
Hey, Robert, can I convince you to next time to get that tree field grinder from
Oh
your
my
hand?
god, I want a tree
The
field
Kiramai?
or like an Ozic.
Yeah, the Kiramai, yeah.
What about the Ozic?
No, Ozik's
No.
Korean. That's the wrong country.
No, but
I
like
have to
both
go
of
to
those are like
Yeshuri to get a
unobtainium.
Kiramai.
No, the tree field you can buy
Yeah,
in
it's just
Japan.
$4,000.
Yeah,
I want the Ozic too because it's a dual 98.
Well, I want the dual Nautilus. No.
No wait,
I'd rather
I thought you were unconvinced because it had the double power
Yeah, you need
supply.
double power supply.
Yeah, I think I thought about it. I can route both of them under like my sink and then like just use
Just-
double switch.
Double remote control.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Here, let's read this article together, guys.
I definitely would love to rail mount a double-headed Nautilus.
I've
5
almost bought an
stars.
EKK twice.
The KitchenAid.
KitchenAid.
Oh, do you want me to give you one of those? I have one of those, I think. I can probably find one.
Damn. I'm just like, what else are we missing?
I've never used an SGP.
I've never used that either.
Well, it depends on how much you
Oh,
want
I've
to
used
go
a
into the head.
Virtuoso. Virtuoso's old.
It depends on how much you care about the hand grinder side, right?
We've tried so many hand grinders,
Yeah.
but it's like...
Yeah.
Helor 106.
Oh, Healer
Oh,
Flux. You don't like it? I like it. Why do you not like it?
Well,
What's wrong with the Healer?
you can't tell what number it's at.
Yeah, I
Somebody had a
agree.
laser engraved burr, and I was very jealous of that.
Yeah. Oh, the other one I would say is maybe in the hand grinders are like more notable is the B plus Apollo.
Oh, yeah. I like the Apollo.
I would give it. I like the Apollo as well.
I think the Apollo is a very good grinder.
Yeah. We don't endorse knockoffs, right? So that's no good.
Do we? Like, I would put that shit in S if I had a choice.
No, I don't agree with that.
For how much it
I
costs.
don't know about that high.
No, we don't endorse. We don't endorse.
Okay, we don't endorse knockoffs.
Yeah. Or you can
Do
show
we have any
them the AI.
knockoffs on this? Do we have knockoffs on this list?
No.
Any
The
C40
one plug is a
knockoffs?
knockoff of the Momentum, but not a good knockoff.
All the Time Wars.
Time RC3 Pro.
Oh, apparently the
S3. I want to get the S3. I want to try it.
newest one seems pretty good. 'cause
That's the
Josh
S3.
has-
Wait,
That's
what's
the
the
S3.
new one?
The S3. It has like outwards
The fuck is
adjustment.
an S3? Well,
It just came out.
It has like adjustment on the outside, similar to like.
wait, Josh
when
has
they-
one?
God,
Yeah.
I had one. Yeah.
He's gonna let me borrow it.
No, it's on Taobao. It's been on Taobao for like since like
Oh,
November.
is this the same Burr? Is it a C?
No,
SGC
it's they say it's newer, but I don't know if it's newer or not.
Josh said the flavor is comparable to a Comandante.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's every 48 mil head.
That's all
Yeah.
of them.
No, it's China only. I think right now.
Oh.
Well, like
Like,
that's
H-
promising because it's just like before it wasn't clear
Do you want
enough.
me to buy it? Cause I got the that flat burr thing refunded.
Oh, no more Ling Long.
Oh,
No Ling Long, no Ling Long for you.
Tragedy. I wanted the
pantheon of
Ling
stupid
Long.
hand grinders.
No, that company is a scam, right? They never shipped that stuff.
It's called look,
Just
just look.
go next to the Shurikone hand grinder and the Wom plug and something else.
The
with it.
Shuriken hand grinder. So this is a C tier grinder, but when you put Shurikones in it, it's a S tier grinder. What's another one? I feel like we're missing another like big one that we've all.
Easy Presso K series, J Max.
Okay, A tier.
The JMax walks so everything else can run.
True. It's like
Q2 is A tier.
yeah. Okay, let me add Q2 in here.
Pro might be S.
Well, the problem is like we have to like rank like we can't tell anything because we like these images and this shit looks the same.
Oh no! Wait. Robert, someone got their Linglong.
What?
But-
How?
So we're getting.
I think the reason is because we got the upgraded like bearing, right? They got the normal
yeah.
bearing, and I think the upgraded bearing got delayed. That's why I got it, or they
it's-
didn't have any more. That's why they refunded me.
God damn it.
Okay, Q2.
I wanted to put
low
Mizens in
A
those.
tier.
Okay, we can discuss this offline. Maybe I can buy it again.
The
And
Linglong.
these are high quality of
Linglong.
life. I do think the X Pro is a better grinder.
Then the
I
Linglong.
would rather take the $40 difference. No, the Q2 versus X Pro
Oh, okay.
is external adjustment basically.
But it can't fit in an AeroPress.
AeroPress, yeah.
That's kind of a big upside, just for travelability.
Big.
Wait, this Linglong company, they're selling a 63 millimeter grinder.
Bentwood time.
Can you link it in our chat?
Okay, yeah. This is so. Oh my god.
Okay, so
They
for
stuck like the
J-Man?
LTU motor.
what am I looking at? Oh my god. I'll open it up on stream.
Yeah.
You can
If they
get
get-
it.
we gotta see
now
it.
before other.
No, if
others
they
go
get
live.
scammed, not our problem.
Oh, isn't this the Fimo book or whatever? Like the Fimo
This?
book?
A little bit.
Uh,
It kind of. There's some similarities in that like vertical grinding
But
area.
look at the motor on it. It looks like the back
Versalab.
motor. That's just like an LCU motor.
Jeez.
What's the what burst set does it use?
They use Mazers.
Which
no,
one?
thank you.
Miss me with that shit.
It says Mazer and Itamils.
Versalab Ace.
63 millimeter. I don't know if it takes blind. Maybe we can put things like the
63.
yeah 63.
What?
Jesus. So yeah, I S tier grinder right there.
We got scammed on that one, or I got refunded. So I don't know.
What's in the craft? Flower Child Donche. I just never finished, or like I mean it's late. It's like 10.
Oh, King Grinder K6 I think is
Oh,
very
yeah, that's
high
a
up there
grinder,
because it
yeah.
does all the brew methods well. The granularity per click is fine, and it's $100.
Yeah, but what about the P2?
Oh, I have
That
the P0. I need to
That's good for
open
espresso.
it. I haven't opened it yet.
You gotta grind tea with it.
So K Max is like what, A or B? High B.
I freaking all look the same.
They all look the same. Shit all looks the same, man. I can't tell. So like look at the ZP6 image and the K Max image. Like one is slightly thicker.
I think the King Grinder is higher because it's like 60% of the 1Z cost, and it's got the finer granularity per click.
I mean, okay, but I think King Grinder next to Kinu is a little high.
Dude, it'll,
Why? It's the best value in all of coffee for doing
Okay.
it all.
Emacs literally walked so the K6 can run because they stole the design.
Yeah, the K6. K Max has to be ranked lower because it's 100. It's like $200, $250 now.
Because
How
they
much it costs?
because they were the
They
first ones to
discontinued
design it.
Yeah.
Well, they designed it, and then I think people left the company and made the K6.
So we are, for anyone tuning in, this is just like grinders we've used and grinders we think are, like this is our rankings, right? We can change it for like filter and espresso at a later date. But otherwise, like this is a very fair-ish amongst things we think it's fair, but it's of grinders
Okay,
we've
okay.
used.
I actually think but in this format, we should not put in any more of those like 1Z Presso Time Wars. You can't if I was looking at this picture right now, I can't tell what the hell is the one in A and which one's the B.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No,
Well, I mean,
like
like,
S,
yeah.
A, and B, right? The shit all looks the same. Are we missing? I think this has a lot. This is like pretty representative of all the things we've owned or own. I think we own most of these things.
Yeah, I'm like going back to like what this tier list represents. I would still recommend the 064 to people.
Which one?
Yeah, 64, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I think
like-
it's a C. Well, like I think So here's the thing: is like our average C, we think like, C is good. Okay, anything above C is like really good.
Okay, well, I think that the difficult here, if it was me saying this, in C, right, there are half of these things I would recommend to someone, and half of these maybe not so much. Like I don't know if I would recommend someone getting those, like, the HG1 or the key. But
That's why
yeah.
I'm like, maybe we should lower. Well, we can drop the rankings, right? We can.
But I don't agree they should be lower. Like, the things in DNF are like terribly worse.
Yeah, they're really worse. Yeah, true.
Well,
But
I feel like C there's like conditions that you can recommend, but then there's like things like the HG 1/2 I just can't recommend to anyone.
No, I could recommend. I would.
Okay.
I feel like, no, if someone came to me and wanted a key, right? Like, I would say maybe get an HG2.
No,
Wait,
you would tell them to get
just
an
buy-
Aries Cool. Or MX Cool.
Okay, that's
MX
maybe
cool. Yeah. Okay, but I think like, I mean, we can revisit this, but how do I save this thing? I don't know if this will save.
No, we just delete it.
I have all the images now on this computer. Yeah. Oh, look at that resolution. Beautiful.
Or did you put the Urbanic?
Oh, I didn't put the Urbanic.
The Gevi 4 in one grand. Oh, no, it's the same thing.
The Fuji Royale.
Fuji Royale. This was like a solid C.
What about the Feld 47?
Oh my god, the Feld 47. We've all owned like some really random shit tier grinders. Okay, we can like put them in here.
No,
The
I
air
mean,
grind.
I've my
Flare
friend,
hand grinder.
Knock air
my
grind.
friend still
Flare.
has my air grind. I
Flare
think.
Royale.
Oh yeah, put the Flare Royale in there, so we can put it into F tier.
No, we haven't tried the Pietro. Everybody keeps asking about Pietro. We have not tried it yet, guys.
Who makes a Fiorenzato?
Yeah, right.
All right, Fiorenzato. I like your F64. Let me see the Pietro in my hands at home, or at Brian's place.
Okay, everybody keeps asking. No, okay, Blade Grinder. No, dude, Alan, have you seen what's on this tier list? My guy, you seen the S tier grinders?
Oh, where do we put Mortar and Pestle?
Okay, I think we should try to buy that flat Linglong again, but in a month when they actually get supply.
Do you get to choose burrs on that?
The Linglong?
Yeah.
No, it was only
What
the. It was the only difference was like you wanted to upgrade the shaft, right?
Correct. What I plan to do is put mizens in there.
Yeah, I agree. Like, no, I want to put MPs in it.
MPs sound terrible on it because it has no pre-breakers.
Dude,
Hey,
what
you don't
what
need
were
any-
your thoughts on the Flare Royale?
Terrible. Put it in the F tier.
Flare Royale
It has-
S tier?
It has everything bad about a hand grinder, and you just put it in there.
F for flare.
F for flare.
We like flare.
We like
the
flare.
machines. It's not that grinder.
Is the grinder wasn't really well thought out. It wasn't thought out. They didn't put. There's too much of a UX component for hand grinders, and there weren't any of that implemented in the hand grinder.
Oh, well, what do you think about the skirting?
Or like people are gonna ask about
Poor Lex.
the fucking Java press. Look at this. I got the Java press. Or I can change the scene. Whoa. Java press. Whoa. It's been a piece of shit. It's so
Wait,
bad.
Wait, look behind you really quick to see if we didn't.
Okay,
we
wait.
missed it.
What
Yeah.
else am I missing? Okay, I got the DFs. I have actually a blade grinder here. Oh, I have USB-C powered grinders.
You didn't
like
put a Pharos
these
motor.
portable-
Oh no, not motorized Pharos.
Okay, not motorized Pharos, fine.
Different lifestyle. What about those random Hario? Is that what you just grabbed? Those battery-powered USB-C?
Yeah. Those are dog shit. I mean,
They're
like
like pre-breakers.
F. Actually, I think this is easy. Yeah, okay. I think that's fair. It's just so hard to use. Like, I cannot believe someone can straight face tell you need to bolt the grinder down to anything in order for you to optimally use this grinder.
Now we have the Pietro.
Now that the Pietro exists, like we've seen, like technology can improve things. But I love the Apex flavor profile. I will continue. I think this is like the best. Like it's the flavor, but it's not good enough to save everything else. If that makes sense.
I mean, you definitely won't be using it when you have all these other grinders right behind you.
I don't use a lot of grinders because I have a lot of grinders behind me.
I feel like you would rather use the Apex than the DF64P.
I would rather use the Apex than the DF64P. Yeah, the fucking DF64E and P are just so bad. I want to give them a lower ranking, but
yeah, they're not that bad.
No, wait, I did put it in. Oh, I put the E in F, and I put the P in D tier.
That was too confusing for me.
Wait, I have to readjust like the F rankings here.
Wait, do we have the Kinu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
It's an A.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Okay, here's my tier list.
I would specify it to be the classic because that's what, Simplicity or Phoenix or
Oh
a
god,
lesser
yeah.
tier one.
I don't know. I mean,
You need that sexy
Wait,
thumb ledge
but they mostly
on the
look the
classic.
same, right?
oh wait, I haven't. I forgot. I fucking hold
The
on. hold
Kinu
on.
is an actual Titan because there's a Kinu called the Titan.
Yeah.
Hold on. John Kim reminded me of this.
Oh, the
Something.
tilted thing.
Does a tilted grinder tilt you? Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I think this is fair. Or like we can. So I don't know if I can
Talk about
save
something
this
else so we can dismiss that. That's an S tier.
All right, I'm
I
downloading
love
the
how-
image.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm
Well,
gonna
no,
have
we
this
haven't
up.
tried the Ozic. We haven't
Ozic,
tried
yeah.
all our sculptors yet, and
We don't even have all the sculptures. Let's be clear.
We have half of them.
We
Yeah,
have half
yeah.
the
No,
sculptors.
that's what I said. Yeah, and we've only tried 1 of 4 because Brian got it as a special influencer thing. And no, we don't have a stele, and from what I've heard, it's not great for stock unless you like take Maserate.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up. Again, these are grinders that we have used, that we have owned or currently own, and what we generally think about them. We're not ranking them based on specific performance yet, but it's kind of like a general look. If you look at it and say, what does this grinder do? Are your
And,
jimmies
like-
rustled?
and then tier C and B are like things that we can recommend, but conditionally, very conditionally.
Yeah.
Relative to how well it achieves what it is meant to do, right? Like
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, how come EG1 is lower than niche?
Okay, let me turn off my camera on here so we can finally look at. You guys can see a video capture device. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, here's the tier list. S, A, B, C, D, E, or D and F.
Someone's already screenshotted this and put this on the EF by now.
Yeah, and then and then people get mad, and then
I don't-
And then
Yeah,
oh, no.
wouldn't get mad, but I'm 100% sure we're gonna
This-
get some content. 10 from Home Barista, and then we should make a live reading of Home Barista.
Well, I mean, basically, I'm just, we're just seeing like what have we as friends, we've all used these grinders. What do we like, right? And I don't really think that is. It's like if you're really gonna get mad about that, I don't know. But these are the grinders we've all tried and what we think. So there you go.
Hey, remember Brian put the flat max at A. He loves that thing.
I would have put it as at S, but
No,
we lowered it. We
yeah.
lowered all of like our internal thoughts on these grinders because everyone has different opinions on how these grinders perform. So I think these are like pretty fair in terms of like we've extensively owned some of these grinders and used them for a bit of time. So cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna go and do other stuff. And yeah, bye.
Nice. You hit the insert ad before